the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 6. It says that ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
All right. Hey, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Call halal.
YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH.
Let's give all praise to the Most High, in the name of the only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders, and apostles, the great millstone, who taught us His truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful that's got the bride, shalom, to the 144,000. And real quick, man, we're going to go into this camp. You know, speaking about things that happened this past week. You got the whole Charlie Kirk assassination. You got this whole stabbing with the girl on the train, which the guy who did that stabbing, he talked to his sister and said how they implanted him with a chip and it made him do it. All right, now that could be him just talking crazy, or it could be a little more, And he said now they gotta investigate this technology they put inside of me, this material they put inside of me. All right, but we've been telling you, starting with our head elders and apostles, great millstone on down, that they want to put these chips in everybody, man. All right. Esau's thing is total control. So what he's doing with these psyops, psychological operations, is he's working on the minds of these people, man. Somebody grab me, look up psyop meaning and I went into it last night, but it goes into that. They'll set up these different false flags or whatever, and he's starting to look real. I'm not saying that the Charlie Kirk or the train was a false flag, but who's to say it's not? Got it? Go ahead.
It says, AI overview, PSYOP stands for psychological operations and military activity using selected information.
Military activity. So a psychological operation, a PSYOP is a military operation. Okay? So another thing is too, when you saw Charlie Kirk before he got assassinated, allegedly, whatever, because he got people saying it was a hologram. The way, he got hit, the way he moved, who knows? We don't really care too much about that part, but we know it all leads to something bigger. But the point of the matter is, why are they doing these things? Why are these things happening? It's all to fashion your mind a certain way, to better control the people. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, military activity using selected information and indicators to influence the emotions, motives, reasoning, and behavior of target audiences.
Bring that last part back.
PSYOP stands for psychological operation and military activity using selected information and indicators to influence the emotions.
To influence. They're trying to influence you. This is why now you got all these so-called celebrities that are called influencers. Who are they influencing? And who's paying them to influence you? When they on the streets doing all the gay shit, doing all the weird stuff, they're getting paid to influence you like that. All right, so a psychological operation is set up to influence you. So this whole Charlie Kirk situation, it was supposed to have a certain influence on you. That's why they made it so public. Okay, go ahead.
It says, to influence the emotions, motives, reasoning.
Emotions. People's emotions are getting riled up, man. You got Edomites on TikTok, red face, screaming and crying into the phone. See that? The emotions are rousing. These Edomites on the comment boards. I gotta upload it. Edomites on the comment boards talking crazy. This guy was killed by a so-called Edomite. Allegedly was killed by a so-called Edomite, but not. But why they mad at Jay? You fucking ass, man. You fucking. Which really it was the small hats, man. When you go into it, it's all being found out, and people are exposing that shit. That it's the small hats that's behind all that shit, man. They said a jet took off 20 minutes after and had a location up. Yeah, they got a nigga up in there and up out of there, man. Okay, if it was a actual attack, then you find y'all know that the guy who was in the background going like this and shit, throwing up gang signs, he had on all black. He was at the Trump assassination.
Oh yeah.
He in the picture. When Trump did the fist picture, he's in the picture looking stupid. They getting sloppy, man. It's the same people. The guy that was the packy who they caught first, and he was saying it was me. I shot him, and I'll do it again. Shoot me, shoot me. He was just a distraction from the real shooter. And that guy was at the 9/11 attacks.
Wow.
He was at the Boston bombing attacks. So people are coming to find out that the small hats is the one who rule this country, man. They didn't want to do all these things behind the scenes. They didn't want to cause all these attacks and stuff. They didn't want to do all this. To what? Influence these people's minds. Bring it back, go ahead.
There was a rally too. But these Edomites talking about white man fight back.
Right.
How did that arise up from Charlie Kirk's assassination? How was all of a sudden white men need to fight back because Charlie Kirk got assassinated?
By another white man.
Right.
Now, if I may add to, you said that's an influence on the people. Well, that's when you've been hearing a lot more about that racial war. Okay, race war. People are being more, amped up, divided. That whole thing was used because this whole thing with Charlie Kirk was that he was a racist. Okay, that he was all this until it all came out that it was so-called white man that shot him.
Well, the reason with Charlie Kirk is a racist. He was a damn demon. And he talked a bunch of shit about niggas.
Yeah.
Nothing never happened to him. But he flew too close to the sun. He want to talk about these small hats. He gonna talk about them Jews?
Oh,
You flew too close to the sun, nigga.
Yeah.
And he had an interview. He was talking to Ben Sharko. And he was calling the Jews out, which Ben Sharko is a Jew. So he was calling them out, and Ben Sharko made a face like, Shapiro. He made a face like.
Really?
You know what kill you, right? Ain't your whole fucking family? And that's why they did that, man.
Yeah.
It was all cool. It was all cool until he started talking about the small hats. And he even said himself, if I die, Israel did it. See?
Wow.
He said himself, he predicted his own death. He's fine. Dies. Whatever they're trying to influence us to feel emotionally, in our beliefs, however they're trying to get to.
So many different distractions at that rally. You had the guy that was at the Trump shooting too as well. There was another guy next to him with a white hat on, and somebody posted a picture of like military signs and tactics. So one guy twisted his hat and then made an arm movement, and the next guy went, he did a little military movement, and right after that, like confirming the target.
Yeah, that was sending signals.
Yeah, he was sending signals. He got shot, and you had different angles where they were saying, well, no, it wasn't them. The person next to him had his arm, under his arm.
Yeah, it's like another JFK thing, bro.
They trying to pin on different people. Then you got another Edomite too that was on the corner of him that went like this, and you seen a flash, and then he got shot. But he got shot in his left side. The Edomite all the way on his right. They just trying to put out many different escape routes.
Yeah, well, really, the scripture says Esau's heart is deep. So just like with the JF assassination, what they did was they didn't just have maybe like it was one shooter. It looked like it was like 5 shooters.
6, 7.
So you wouldn't get the real shooter. You know what I'm saying? Which, and that's all, a part of their plan to silence people, man. So that you see this nigga get shot and nobody gets arrested for it. Whoever did it gets away. And everybody who's in the know knows that was a hit. They know that they was making a statement not to only Charlie Kirk but also to everybody else. Yep. They made an example to Trump. When he supposedly got shot in the ear, if that shit was real, they could have took your head off, bro. These are trained killers, okay? Professional killers. If they shot him in the ear, they was leaving a message. This is how close we can get to you. We can touch you. All right, but they ain't want to leave a message with Charlie. They left a message, but they didn't want to leave his ass alive. They went right for the jugular, and guess what? His ass was bleeding out right there.
And gave him a dishonorable death. Because they could have shot his, they could have just hit him in the head.
Right.
But they wanted to see blood.
They wanted to see everybody.
They wanted to see blood.
And that's how you know it was a crime of passion.
In front of his fans.
Them small hats mad about what he was saying about them, bro. Them small hats are pissed off. Not to mention too, Trump ordered him to stop talking about the Epstein, the Epstein list, man. Because he was calling that shit out. So when you go to speak against this power system, they gotta wait to take you out, man. All right, and this is why we, speaking against this place, have pleaded unto YAHAWASHI, because that's protection. If you don't have YAHAWASHI, you will have no protection, man. You're gonna be out there with the wolves, the lions, tigers, and the bears. All right, and these devils can do anything and get away with it. All right.
Somebody pointed out that the area that on the maps that he was the area that he got sniped at or assassinated at is shaped like a menorah, a Jewish menorah. So it's all symbolism. Okay, and these people are pointing it out.
Yeah, it's all set up. They set that up. They had him go there. That was probably planned years in advance, man. But it was 2 weeks ago. He really started getting on the small ass. 2 weeks ago, he really started tearing their ass a new one. Trump was like, hey man, you know, they kind of gave him all the signs, and he still kept on. And guess what? That's when they took him out. You know?
He broke that oath. You know, to get that high in the political state of the world, you have to take an oath. You have a picture of this guy wearing a small hat, kissing that wall in Israel.
Yeah, Benjamin Netanyahu said he asked him to come to Israel two weeks prior. So that was when he was making all them statements against Israel. And what they do, they tell you to come to Israel, so you can check you. And what they do, they make you kiss the wall. Wow. All your presidents have pictures of them kissing the wall. So they make you kiss the wall. You go to, and that's showing your allegiance to them. That's basically like you're kissing the ring. Somebody grab Ignorant of Satan's devices.
Come
Bring it
on.
on. Go back to what we said.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Yeah, and grab it in NOT as well. We ain't ignorant of this man's devices. We know what he's about. We understand that he's everything that we see on the mainstream media and stuff is all it's how you say it. It's basically been what's the word? Tamper with, so they start with a C. Compromise. Okay, to influence you a certain way. This is why you gotta turn the news off, bro. This is why you go to alternative news sites, because they are pushing a different agendas to make you react or feel a certain type of way so they can control you. You know, fear is a great motivator. All right? But I was in that?
I got NLT. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11 NLT, so that Satan will not outsmart us.
Right, that's what Esau's trying to do. He's trying to outsmart the people. And he's outsmarting a lot of them. That's why these niggas still voting. Who you voting for? They've outsmarted you. A nigga wear a sticker with an I voted sticker. That means you're a dummy. You're an idiot. They have outsmarted you. If you think that your vote matters still, you're stupid. Okay? Simple. Believe every word. You think your vote matters? These ones calling the shots. You gotta taste this week of who your real masters are and how they do shit. You know, the real gangbangers, thugs, and mafias, those were Edomites, the small heads, the Jews. This is how they have their own communities here, man.
Wow.
And the scripture says how the wicked is being revealed. He's being found out. Everybody's pointing the finger at him, even his own people. It's a Jew. Everybody pointing the finger.
Wow. And that whole word now is the emoji, the apple juice box.
The big nose.
Because they know that they can get censored from saying those names. So scripture saying knowledge shall be increased. So these people are exposing the small hats do meanings, man. Making laughter out of it, making mockery out of it.
But who was the forerunner of that? The apostles and the elders of GREATMILLSTONE on down, man. See? Now the world is just now catching up.
Yeah, because the elders and apostles, they already identified it. Now the whole world is starting to identify it. But you can't do that because the truth is being pushed into the world.
Right. This is going out heavy. And you know, we've been speaking about, you know, starting with the elders and apostles down, you know, how things are starting to come out to be exposed. You know, we did way back going into it. We're in the time of things being exposed. Okay, and it's just being made known more and more, all right, of this exposure throughout this earth of wickedness, man. Okay, so it's only gonna get worse leading to the times that you see now.
Oh, it don't make any sense.
Yeah.
You see, but that's the narrative they want to control, so they can come with the excuse to kill. So they can come with the excuse of killing you niggas, man.
Right, because you didn't see them. You didn't see Trump holding up all these other motherfuckers, you know, and making it known on news.
He didn't hold up the assassinated Charlie.
He didn't do that. But what he do? He had Jake face all up on the camera, man.
Well, Ukrainian women too like that.
Ukrainian
We
woman.
also had two this week. We didn't make sure three Jakes.
Well, even when that whole Charlie Kirk shit happened, there was a school shooting going on.
Yeah.
Another Edomite.
But it ain't getting brought to light.
Hey, Poland, sent 40,000 troops over there to Russia's border too. A lot of this stuff is getting covered up. All right, they control this media, man.
Right, and they bringing out psyop after psyop to make you take him out of the last psyop.
Right.
People, wait a minute, this isn't right. Before you even come to the conclusion of the last one, they coming out with another one.
But it finishes up, start from the top again. 2 Corinthians 2:11 in the NLT, so that Satan will not outsmart us, for we are familiar with his evil schemes.
Right, we're familiar with his evil schemes, man. Okay, so this devil ain't gonna just get over those. So the Lord already set up to be able to point these things out through the Spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. Okay, that's why, you know, call about YAHAWASHI, we have the elders and apostles, all right, and going down, man, because you have it. Well, you devils ain't gonna get away with what you're doing, man. Okay, the Lord is gonna expose you devils more and more. So whatever you're doing now, your plots and schemes are only gonna get made known more wide and broad. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, talk about him.
It's Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first.
Right, which, that's 12 and 17?
12 and 17.
Jump to verse 10 right quick, because I believe it says never trust our enemy. Okay, so this is the adversary, man. Okay, go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy.
Never trust thine enemy. Okay, as Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, we have an enemy. All right, and that's the so-called white man. All right, that's our biggest enemy, man. Going back to Genesis, okay, where he's set to kill his brother in his heart. All right,
He's an enemy of the world.
yeah.
Though he's Jake's enemy first. He's an enemy of the whole world. This devil's a cancer to the earth. All right, all the nations are suffering because of his rulership.
Yeah, he's anti-life.
Yeah.
All right, that's the spirit of this devil Esau, man. Go ahead.
For like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Jumping down to verse 17.
Hey, so is iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Okay, over time you're gonna start to see me gonna show his horns. He'll smile in your face all day. He'll talk good to you all day. Clap his hands, tell you how peaceful he is all day. But in reality, all right, we know in his heart that he has an evil intention towards you. You see, and he will reveal his horns, man.
And that all this exposing that's happening is forcing his hand, man. All right, because more of the truth is starting to come out. So they're just showing them that they have that much of a short time. And what Revelation 12 said is that you see that he has a short time, so he shall come with great wrath. You know, so these devils are going to start bringing down that hammer upon Jake, really. All right? But upon Babylon overall is going to be in chaos because these devils, their hands are getting forced, man. All right?
Somebody get the man of sin being revealed.
Verse
Somebody
17.
also,
If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first.
yeah, right. Adversity, because he's the adversary, man. So he is naturally opposed to us. That's why Charlie Kirk died in his lies. He died in hypocrisy. Okay, he died in his bullshit.
And that shows you the power of the Lord, because
Right.
he was talking about how the violence and the gangs and da-da-da, but you gotta care about your own people. You know, they were trying to make something. We were the most demonic and violent people on the earth, but really, the real violent one are your people. They're the ones who conquer whole nations, genocide whole people, and
You the man of sin?
yeah. No matter how many corner stores we mug, it doesn't amount to the atrocities you've done to whole nations. You don't want to drop the fucking bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. When have a nigga ever done anything like that?
We don't have the power.
No matter how many drive-bys a nigga do, it's never gonna compare to you dropping an atom bomb on women and children. You know, that's wicked. That's evil. That's violence.
You even have it in Gaza, like they starving them out. You got those small hats, they singing songs about how they're murdering women and raping the children, raping the children.
You know, when Jake do killings, it's usually targeted. Somebody that probably did them dirty, did them wrong, or trespassed them a certain way. But when these devils do killings, they're killing everybody. Yeah? They wiping out the whole block. People that they don't even know, children, women, old men. All right? And it's not the same. It's not the same type of killings, man.
And well, that's a part of his sport, being a hunter. You see, that's in his nature to be a hunter, man. You see, in Esau, he says he's not satisfied with blood.
Hey, well, he kills for sport.
He kills for sport.
The fact that he goes and kills just for sport, just to kill, just to rack up a kill streak, shows you he's a devil.
Since thou hast not hated blood. You know, that was in that.
It says, and though he pretends to help thee,
Though he pretend to help,
yet shall he undermine thee.
he gonna undermine you. You know, he's gonna demonize you. He's gonna do anything in his power to paint this narrative that you're the problem when it's really him. Okay? You're the man of blood. You're the man of sin. You came over here and slaughtered the Native American Indians. You came over here and committed mass genocide. All right, but we're the problem. Okay? So Charlie Kirk, he died in his lies, man. Okay, he's an example of many more to come.
And then he went up there and had to stand before the Heavenly Father.
Yeah, and he's a so-called black.
You got all your hatred for Jake, and you had to go up there and stand in front of a Jake and plead and beg for mercy.
Yep.
I know. Racist as fuck.
Yep.
Because really, he was a part of that demonization and persecution of Jake.
Yeah.
He was helping push that narrative. Oh, 13% of the community is the most violent. Those fucking statistics are all fucking garbage. Those are garbage statistics, man. But you're pushing pseudoscience to push a demonic narrative so you can come against the Israelites. And look what the Lord did. He had you get taken out by your own people. I don't believe it was that Tyler Robinson guy.
Yeah, it was.
But it was definitely a small hat, okay, with some power, and they got up out of there and found somebody to blame.
Or even that was just staged. That would be.
Yeah, it's always staged. Those guys be paid actors.
Right.
Those never really the actual hitman. Okay? Because who the hell is he to shoot 200 yards out precisely at the neck? As soon as he got done
One
saying
shot.
gang violence, boom.
And then who's the other people doing all the signals in the background?
Yeah,
Right. That's all. That's all.
So these are
Yeah.
trained.
So that's how you know it wasn't just one guy involved. This is a whole goddamn orchestrated hit.
That was a plan.
That was probably planned out, if not a year or months in advance. They already knew what they was gonna do, and Charlie knew what they was gonna do. They must have let him, hey, we gonna kill your ass, bro. And he said he put on his Trump hat.
When he said that, if I go out, I want to go out on my terms.
Right.
I want it to be a public execution. I want it to be blood. I want people to see it. He actually said that. Yeah, he said it. He said, this is how
Because he knew it was coming.
Yeah, he knew it was coming.
But at least he had balls, though.
That was the whole
At least he
plan.
had balls. You know, he ain't cower like a little bitch. That's what everybody else do. That's what Trump did. This is why they hold their whole narrative, their whole, you know, talking points change. You know, if you're gonna be the devil, be a proud devil and stand and stand bold in your devilness.
Yeah, stand tall in that 1776. You know, stand tall in that. He stood firm in that. He fought his whole life for this country. He gave his whole life to the American people, and the American people
Just to get taken out by a foreign country. Because right now America is under occupation of Israel. Israel is running America. They're the lobbyists controlling all your presidents. No matter who get in office, they all got to answer to the small hats. You don't realize that yet? This is why all your money, the biggest welfare state is Israel. They the ones calling the shots here, man.
Right.
This is why Trump, before he got in office, what he had to do? For him to win that presidency, what he had to do? Who knows? What else? A lot of people don't know this. What did Trump have to do?
He had
Oh, he had to give into the.
He had to convert to Judaism. So before he became president, when he thought about running again, he knew what he had to do, who he had to go to win that election, and that's how he got in office.
That's why.
It's all about who can kiss ass better,
Right.
and he was kissing.
That's it. That's it, bro. But guess what? They got these whistleblowers coming out, those who took the oath, but the Lord put a spirit on this guy to expose them. And guess what? Now, hey, he paid the price for it. But guess what? The real exposure, the real whistleblowers are the prophets. YAHAWASHI set up to expose them. You got the men of sin.
This is the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first.
Yeah, which we fell away. All right, but now it's being revealed that we are the children of the living power. That's why Scripture says, "Word was said unto them, you are not the sons of God; there shall you be called the children of the living power."
It says, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
Showing himself that he is God. Showing yourself that you are the people of the Most High, but now it's being revealed that you're not, man. Okay? You're a phony and a fraud. All right, and you're being exposed, and they're afraid. Okay.
Yeah, verse 16.
Did you get verse 6?
Yeah, get verse, matter of fact, all the way to verse 8.
I was going to say 8. It says, remember ye not that when I was...
It's not.
Verse 6. It says, remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things? And now ye know that withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time.
He might be revealed in his time. This is the time for him to be revealed, man. We're in an age of information. Scripture says knowledge shall be increased. We are in the internet age where now we can go on Google, we can type in a few words and we can trace you back to 1948, how you got in that land. Okay? We can trace you back, we can go back and look at the history. You know? We ain't had that information 40 years ago, 50 years ago, to where we can go on the internet and do that.
Right. And it didn't make it no better with this devil coming out with his AI.
And that's the device you created.
Exactly.
That's the device you created. AI will tell you who the Israelites are.
Yeah, because that's what it said. You know, it don't make it no better that he came out with his AI system, artificial intelligence. You know what I'm saying? So now he's used his own device to destroy him. All right, and his that tongue is from the promise. I'll grab it right quick. All right, because he's just being revealed by his own technology. It says Psalm 64 verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves.
Your own tongue. See, your own technology coming against you. Your own AI. Your own system is failing you. Because you live by deception. Okay? See, once you tell a lie, you gotta keep telling lies. Yeah. You know? And then them lies just start falling apart. And post of liars. Yeah.
It says all
He's a pathological liar. To the point he lied so much, he started to believe in his own lie.
No, he lost much. He got a lot more to keep over the last lie.
Got to keep over the last lie.
and that's why he's slipping up in
He's
this.
slipping up, he getting sloppy.
Yeah.
To the point he just gonna say fuck it.
So his wickedness.
And show his wickedness. Yeah.
It says, all that see them shall flee away.
Somebody got that one to the bonds iniquity. Go ahead, yeah.
On 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 7, it says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he will be taken out of the
I'm
way.
one.
Yeah, he who now will
I'm
let.
one. There you go,
He
bro.
who now will let. Okay? Until he be taken out of the way. So the Lord is allowing you to do this. Going back to the book of Job, 9 and 24.
Like one of them
Okay?
whales.
So going back to that, the Lord is allowing this man to work this iniquity until it's time for him to be taken out of the way. That's what we're seeing now. We're seeing the Lord slowly but surely moving your ass out the way, man. Okay? Go ahead. That's why you're being exposed. In 2025, at an all-time high, Esau Edom is being exposed. You go on Instagram and go on Reels, you keep scrolling, you want to eventually see how everybody is pointing the finger at the small hats.
Right.
Okay, that's the spirit YAHAWASHI has on the earth. Because it's time for you to be taken out the way, man. You had your time. You ruled the earth in wickedness. You ruled the earth and shed blood, rape, robbed, and murder. Now it's time for you to get moved the hell out the way. All right?
It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
Then shall that wicked be revealed. Now you being revealed. Okay? The cat's out the bag. All right?
Scripture says the devil, Satan himself, masquerade of the angel of light. You know, they act like they're God's chosen people. You know. Yeah, now it's being found out that you're the true symbol of Satan.
It says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even
What's the
him-
brightness of his coming?
Yeah. The Lord is going to come with them chariots, the nukes. All right? He's going to ultimately destroy you, man. Bring that part back.
No, it says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
The prophets.
And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Yeah, because you in the dark. But he's going to destroy you with the brightness of his coming. Okay? It's going to light up. It's going to light up. He's going to light you up, man. All right?
It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan.
Satan is after the working of Satan. Look at that picture. These are the wicked, bro. Okay? The wicked who is coming is after the working of Satan. This devil has done the bidding of Satan. And see, now his time is up. All right? That King Arthur, man. You had your time to rule. You rule. Okay? When it's time to transfer power, the power must be transferred. You see?
There ain't no stopping that.
There ain't no stopping that. You can't stop it.
The scripture says that in Job chapter, I believe, 5.
Set it down.
Yeah, the Lord has it where his days are determined, man.
Somebody hold on to that.
Okay, because this devil ain't got, he knows he's losing it, man. All right, and that's why you got all these constant, distractions coming out, because ultimately he knows that he's got to be revealed. You see, he knows that he has to be exposed. He knows, and it's only so much that he can control when it comes to this narrative that everybody's pointing a finger at him, because at the end of the day, it's gonna come out and he's gonna result back to that sword. All right, that blessing of his.
Yeah, you know what they was doing? They was trying to make it seem like it was somebody on the left that killed this guy from the right, so that they could bring in the Civil War. That was the whole goal, and that's what the small has been doing this whole time. Because they fund both sides of every war. So they cause and fund these wars, so people can just kill each other, and then they can come in and collect everything at the end. You know, collect all the life insurance. You know,
Get the spoils.
get all the spoils, man. That's how they became the rich people on the face of the earth.
That's how they stay in power.
Yeah, how they stay in power.
It says 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders.
Lying wonders. That just Charlie Kirk shit. A lying wonder. You know? But making it seem as if it's the left or it's the right, but really it's the fucking small hats. You see? That was a satanic ritual, man. Playing on the mind of the people. That was a whole ritual. You see? That's why they showed you the blood. That's why they wanted you to see his blood, man.
Hey, it's like the brother said all the time, the little priest of Kwame said, people ain't gonna get it till they see blood. Oh my God, he just fucking shot Charlie.
I fucking love that guy, man.
That's how Blood Gushing out of a snake.
What's up, boy? That's not that man. He was gonna be our next president.
Yeah.
Hey, he was like step brothers, bro.
He's so looking for hope, bro.
Yeah, because he ain't got none.
And it bled right out of his ass.
They're right out of that, yeah.
Damn, that's that quick.
The country is going out.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 3, start at verse 23. And he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand.
Cannot stand. It's over with. It's over, bro. Alright? Yeah.
It says, and if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but hath an end.
But hath an end, and we're at the end. The American people are divided more than ever. Alright? You got Jake against Jake. You have Edomite against Edomite. Alright? It's over with. The American infrastructure is finished. Alright? The Lord is plucking this place up from the inside out. That was it. Go ahead, bro.
This is Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Yeah, the Lord is given. It was given unto you. Somebody grabbed the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. All right? He set us up over it. All right?
It says he covered the faces of the judges thereof.
That's right. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges. He hid who the real people are, but he put these small hats on the pedestal. All right?
If not, where and who is he?
If not, where and who is he? Okay? If this is not the wicked, if this is not the man of sin being revealed, then who else is it? This is not the bloody man. Who is it? This man is this man is the root of all the earth's problems. Okay? You can try to frame it and make it seem like it's the so-called blacks in America, it's the Hispanics. It's no, nigga, it's you. Alright? Scripture says he's the border of wickedness, man. Yeah. But I was there. That's something I was thinking about last night. They say money is the root of all evil, but who faces on the damn money?
The love of money is the root of all
The love of money, Slakia. The love of money is the root of all evil. Okay, but this devil's faces on the money, man. He will commit any type of evil to get that money.
Well, it's the fact that Esau got you needing money just to survive.
Right.
Who says, nah, about the payments.
Yeah.
Or subject to payments. So the payments. So because of this devil, you subject to payments and you can't pay your bills, then you gonna suffer. So that's why Jake, you know, they get all into the concept of money, because you need it to survive in this man's kingdom. And then when they start to love it, you'll do anything for it.
And then you have it too, where other scripture says, Deuteronomy 28, verse 48, where it says, you have to go to them for the one of all things. You see, so it's already set up a certain way to where there ain't no way out. You see, and that's how much. That's for us. How much for these devils? You see, when the road flipped.
Yeah, because Esau really changed the meaning of wealth or riches. Because riches is not necessarily defined by how much cash you got in the ancient world. What made you rich? What made you wealthy was the land, the cattle, the virgins, the daughters, good sons that can forge a legacy. But see, he took all that away and gave you a paper dollar and said, "This is money, this is riches, this is wealth." And you chase that and you cleave unto that, but that's nothing, man. That got no value. All right, no value.
I was watching Andrew Tate. He said something stunning, and he was like, during the whole lockdown situation, Trump gave everybody stimulus checks. Okay, to help them out. He said they just gave it back to the rich anyways.
Yeah.
He said they went and splurged all over Amazon Prime. So see what happened? They made Jeff Bezos richer. Okay, he said all that money that they received from the stimulus checks, it went all back into the pockets of a few people that own all these corporations. It's a monopoly fund.
Exactly. If they own anything, you broke. That's why Scripture says subject to payments.
And it said if he do it good, he do it for unwillingly.
Right.
He's not doing it to help you out. He helping himself out. He bailing out his big banker buddies.
That's a beautiful point you just made, bro. Because if you're being subject to payments, who are you making the payments to? Who behind all the payments? A few people. You get a direct deposit, they taking a little bit out of that. You get your check, they taking a little bit out of that. And then you got to give it right back to them anyway, bro.
That's why the scripture says they write those unrighteous decrees, all right, which they prescribe, all right, because all these ways of how they have it, laws and things in this place is all structured for their benefit. You see, for their kingdom. You got to sit here and pay a bill because this is what the court says to this law. You see, you got to sit here and do this, or you're gonna get taken to jail. That's all to benefit him. And when people go to jail, they making money off you.
Making more money off
You see, so it's all to fatten the rich and
the rich get richer and the poor get poor.
See,
and who's the poor? The Israelites, man.
that's right.
We're the lowest of the low. Well, guess what? The Lord's coming to set people on high, bro. And that's the gospel. Somebody grab Isaiah, 60, 61, to proclaim liberty to the captives. Because this is the good news, man. We're in the midst of all this, but the Lord is coming to deliver us out of it. You have it to where they got sightings of a chariot bigger than the earth. Okay? So the Lord is on his way to deliver us, man. We just got to hold on and we just got to have faith. The Lord is going to deliver us out of all this hell that's about to come on the earth.
The missile bouncing off
The hellfire missile bouncing off of the chariot. Okay, the Lord is taunting his power. Go ahead. Right quick.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 61, verse 1. The Spirit of the Lord, YAHAWASHI, is upon me, because the Lord hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek.
Good tidings unto the meek. Good news. This is good news to us. You know? Don't give a fuck about Charlie Kirk. Yeah, he's just another cracker the Lord took out, man. Fuck that nigga.
Hey, now you got it with Trump saying anybody who celebrates his death or anybody who talks bad about him after he's dying, they're going to persecute you.
Yeah.
So what happened in this place being about freedom of speech?
Right.
You know, it shows you that, hey, all these things are just, being set up so they can take away more of your rights and more of your freedoms, man.
Exactly. That's it, bro. Go ahead.
Because the Lord hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted.
To bind up the brokenhearted. Our people brokenhearted. No hope. Just in bondage. Okay? But the Lord sent us to bind up. Okay? The elect of them. Okay?
To proclaim liberty to the captives.
Liberty, bro. Freedom to the captives. We captives. Here you have it, we behind enemy lines, and they paint us to be the problem. They paint you the poor. You the poor. You don't got no fucking money.
No power.
No power. No military might, but you the problem.
For everything.
For everything.
Oh,
That's why the Lord finna come and destroy this place, man.
Right.
All right, he gonna deliver his elect out of it.
Because the scripture says the accuser of our brethren.
Yeah.
So what Esau bitch ass to do is he'll cause all these problems and then point the finger at the black guy. It was the black guy.
Right.
Yeah, the poor man. You remember the little girl who stole the cookies?
Yeah.
She said, who took cookies? It was a black guy. He came in the house. He took the cookies. So he came in the house. He didn't take the screen, like the flat screen TV.
Wow.
He didn't take the car. He didn't take any money. He just took the cookies. Yeah. You was a liar from the beginning.
Right.
You were wicked. So you'll do all this wickedness in the earth and then point the blame at somebody who you already done robbed, pillaged, raped, robbed them, and got at the bottom of the bottom. Can't even get the fuck out of their ghetto. Can't get the fuck out of the hood. Can't even leave their projects.
And they did.
But they did it though.
Oh, the gang violence. Oh, black people are on drugs. Who gave them the drugs?
Who flew the drugs in this motherfucker?
Who threw the drugs in?
Oh, the gun violence. Who putting the guns on the trains and dropping them off in the hood?
Right.
In the mysterious white man.
In the alley. No,
Who put the bricks at
back
the
door
ground?
wide open.
And then you got a bitch ass dude like Charlie Kirk on the blacks commit 15% of the crime.
Right.
But y'all bomb whole fucking nations. Who went over there and blew up fucking Iraq? Look at Syria. Look at Afghanistan. You think niggas had any say in that?
Wow.
You think a nigga assassinated you?
Right.
Talk about that.
A nigga shoots sideways for style points. You think he can shit? But you think he can shoot 200 yards away?
Right.
And aim specifically at a certain spot.
And still blame you for the problem.
You the problem, though. You the problem. This is what somebody grabbed. I have surely heard the affliction of my people in Egypt.
I got a precept too.
That's Exodus. You see that other one? Oh, you can go ahead and borrow that quick, and then we go back to you.
It says
Yeah. That's why the Lord got to come deliver us, man. Because this devil is waging war on you, and you don't even see the plot. He waging war on you niggas, bro.
It was a post that said it was basically saying it was like a tweet that Elon Musk agreed to. It was like it's either we sit here and get conquered and be alright with it, or we take our dignity back and be hated for it. So what?
Either we sit here and be conquered while being called racist, or take our dignity back while being called racist.
Exactly. So what does that mean?
This is our way.
Right. This is the devil.
he ain't gonna stop it racist.
He not
Oh
gonna
yeah. Nah. That's in his blood.
The oppressors.
either conquer or be conquered. Is his mentality.
You gotta be a devil.
Yeah, conquer or be conquered. That's his mentality.
And Elon Musk agreed to it. That was something he agreed with. He was like, yes. Because ultimately these devils know what they have an inevitable doom, but they're trying to save themselves. So in some type of way, they're trying to find a way to still save themselves, man.
And you gotta ask the good question too. What makes them so afraid of knowing that they could be possibly conquered?
Because someone
What's giving them the insight, letting them know they can be conquered? The pride of this devil. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That's
he's the one telling us they might be conquered.
exactly.
Because Esau love to say, he'll love to brag about how he gets Native American Indians. A superior force is conquered them.
Right.
Well, a superior force is coming to conquer you, niggas.
Right.
And that's why they scared of those UFOs.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because that's
What they came out with a couple weeks ago?
They're black. They're black, like African Americans.
Oh yeah.
You know, they're a race that has not been conquered. You look at if you look at their face, they're like a race that just have never been conquered.
Manifest destiny as a person.
He's scared as shit.
Yeah, because you treat these people like shit. Right? Your whole system is built on oppressing these people. But now, an extraterrestrial race that looks just like them,
An extraterrestrial threat
that's
is
not
coming.
from here,
It's coming to
they
make
gotta look American.
everything right.
Like they've never been conquered.
And they never been conquered.
And the
You know
scripture
if
says
they
we're
ain't from
conquerors.
here, and if you know if they ain't from here, Esau ain't got no control over it. Because Esau got control over the whole world. But when an otherworldly threat pulls up, Esau got no control over that. So that's the curse.
That's why you had that guy. Who was it? Who was that said that made that speech? Which president was that? No, it was Richard Nixon. He made that speech about that.
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan. Was it Ronald Reagan?
It was talking about it's supposed.
Extra threat. So like your brother said, he can't control what's coming from out of the earth. So this nigga making war with everybody on the earth and said, but suppose a threat came from out of the earth, we gotta all come together
and fight that motherfucker.
Well, now we gotta come together.
Now we gotta come together. So now you still trying to hold power over people on the earth to fight the motherfucker. You know?
See, that's his
That's
witchcraft.
wicked,
Because
boy.
he didn't say the same thing that he said, shouldn't we come together as one race, the human race?
Why we can't come together in one race before that?
Right.
We wasn't equal before that.
Yeah.
Now we all equal. Now that your kingdom is being threatened.
Right.
Oh my.
Hey, you did a video about it, about the Edomite dude who was crying about black people. We gotta come together. You guys have the voice, man. If you guys say it, they'll do it.
Right.
Nigga, we ain't got shit, nigga. We.
He said we want you to weaponize white guilt.
Right.
White devil, bro.
So he want basically he said, come be the human shield, like y'all always do, just so good, you know. And every time some shit happen, everybody look, where's the black people?
Wow.
They want you to be a human shield.
Bro, this shit can't be real, man.
Everybody is
It's the funniest movie in the world, bro.
everybody is programmed to follow Judah.
Right.
Right. Damn.
Everybody is programmed to self-consciously follow Judah, the black man or the black woman. That's why Esau put you at the forefront of wickedness. You had to, when the whole Hispanic thing was going on, he said, well, we sorry to the black people. We need you. See, Judah gonna get roused up. Judah ultimately in this whole conflict of civil war, Judah gonna be in the forefront.
And that's what's gonna shut this bitch down.
Yeah.
And deep down in everybody's spirit, they know it. They know once these niggas get roused up, it's over. That's why they said Charlie Kirk has to be our new George Floyd, our George Floyd situation. Because they seen what happened when niggas got mad about George Floyd. So imagine when niggas get riled up for real. That's why everybody want to grab Jake and aim them at their problem.
Right.
Fuck their problems. They want to grab you and aim them at you at their problems, but fuck your problem.
What are we going through?
The hell we going through there?
Hey, that's what they said. They said,
Paul, what you going through?
come deal with the fuck I'm going through. And they go back to doing their problems.
Bro, this shit funny as hell,
Yeah,
bro.
you're right, bro. Go deal with your problems by yourself.
You're right. It's funny as hell,
When
bro.
they done using you, I used our condom.
Hey,
Throw you away.
toss to the side. Toss to the wayside.
You had a lady on Fox News or CNN. She was like, "This is an MLK level assassination." Get the fuck out of here,
They
bro.
saying that, well, we brought it earlier, the influence. They trying to influence Jake to jump in there and,
Narrative they painted.
you know, get mad for Charlie. Man, fuck y'all, bro.
Jake keep getting sneaked up into these problems.
Right.
You also had that damn, I just had his name, but that news anchor guy that got fired for talking about Charlie Kirk.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they let him go. Same thing. That's unacceptable.
It's a psyop, bro.
Oh yeah.
But and that just goes to show you, hey, there's gonna be another psyop that happens. Something that's gonna go down to where Judah's gonna get roused up. You see, and you see the difference now. Edomite kills an Edomite. And, we should all be sorry for his family, his wife. But let Jake had killed him, it would have been all hell breaking loose.
Yeah.
Oh, you killed the biggest activist.
They was hoping it was a nigga too.
They got quiet now.
They got quiet.
It was fucking tired.
White on white violence.
Yeah, but they said that. Now, I was saying that Edomite earlier this week killed 3 Jake people. Then you had 4 Edomite killings, the school shootings, but you don't hear about those.
Right.
You just hear, oh, Charlie Kirk. It's all Charlie Kirk. This man wasn't even in the presidential run or anything like that. He got flown on Air Force 2. He got flew in. His casket on Air Force 2. That just goes to show you that these doubles are painting a narrative, man. That's what they think is the enemy of America, man. That's what they want. You gotta talk bad about niggas, you know, and further white supremacy.
Yeah.
Got precepts?
Go ahead. I'm finish what you had. Who got what I asked for? I have heard the picture of people Egypt. Okay, go ahead.
Back to Isaiah 61:1. He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound.
That's right. The opening of the prisons, because the Lord is coming to deliver his people, man. The elect. Now we finna flaunt our power. Now see how you taunt your power? And you boasting your military? Well, we finna boast in our military might. There is a power greater than you coming to conquer you. You damn devils. There is a power greater than you coming to conquer you, man. And that's our power, YAHWASHI. You see?
He side with the oppressed.
Yeah, he finna side with the oppressed. Yeah, bro, hell nah. We ain't finna all go to heaven together. Y'all motherfuckers gonna rule the earth and y'all get heaven?
Hell,
We're gonna be in heaven together, but we just gonna be. You're gonna be in not in there.
Not it. Right. It's gonna be your hell. It's gonna be your hell, right?
Because this is heaven and it's our hell.
And they have heaven on earth. Which is a condition on earth, so they ain't heaven.
and you had with his coworker all the time. He said he called somebody. He's like he programmed to say it, and he's like, how do you go? He
Another day in paradise.
yeah, another day in paradise.
I already knew it. I already
He
fucking
said
knew
another
it.
day in paradise. Just who paradise it is. I
Right.
said, what the fuck? That's some Edomite shit right
Every time
there.
I see them, like, how you doing, man?
Another day
Another day
in
in paradise,
paradise.
brother. Another day in paradise.
Living a life.
That was saying another day in hell.
He said, living a life. Literally. You got that icon?
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 3 and verse 7. And the Lord YAHAWASHI said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people which are in Egypt.
I have surely seen the affliction of my people which are in Egypt. The Lord have surely seen it, bro. The Lord see all the mass genocide going on here in America, bro. How millions of us, probably billions of us, died here in the Americas, died on the way to the Americas. And you think you don't gotta pay for that blood, shit?
Down here, still in America.
Still in it. Somebody grab Baruch chapter 3.
I want to say that in my lesson, bro. Our blood is still in the soil.
It's still crying out to the Lord. What that is, Baruch, oh Lord, hear now the prayers of dead Israelites. You know how many Jakes go to the Lord every day complaining about how you crackers kill us and get away with it?
Precept.
Because when an Edomite cop kills a Jake, his spirit goes back to the Lord and he complains. Lord, when you gonna do something? Lord, you just gonna let him get away with that? Scripture says the righteous and innocent blood cries until we continually. So the Lord hear it, bro. We'll save you right quick.
And have heard their cry by reason of their taskmasters, so I know their sorrows. Chapter verse 9.
He said, for I know their sorrows. So the Lord knows what we going through. The Lord see the person, these motherfuckers persecuting us. Hey, what I tell you in Ezekiel? He have what's that? How the scripture says it? He has persecuted. You know what I'm talking about?
He has persecuted what?
Nah, it'll come back. It'll come to me, bro. But it was like how he it's the flesh. But go ahead, bro. It'll come to me, bro.
Verse 9.
Hey, if I may add to you had it where the brother mentioned it, you know, and the same thing is happening today. They having that rigorous way of
Perpetual.
ruling.
That's what it is.
Okay, or they got perpetual hatred.
Perpetual hatred, yeah, that's what it
You
is.
see, call us outside. Esau just going to continue to show that. All right, just like they did back then with Pharaoh. Okay, and he's doing that today, man. Okay, Esau is ruling over us in the most rigorous way.
And we down here, crying to the Lord, like, Lord,
Yeah.
because we the eyes of the Lord.
Yeah.
You got the angels that's the eyes of the Lord, but we also the eyes of the Lord. We sign a cry, like, Lord, you don't see this nigga? Look what he doing, Lord. Look what he doing to the earth.
And then he think he getting away with
He
it.
think he getting away with it. He ain't getting away with a damn thing. Okay? We crying to the Lord every day. Brothers, like, bro, sometimes you just like, man, Lord have mercy on me. Lord, come get us. How long, Lord? How long we gotta wait? Somebody give him no rest.
I got a precept.
Oh, go ahead, bro. And we'll go back to you right quick.
No, let him finish.
Exodus 3 and 9. It says, now therefore, behold, the cry of the children of Israel is come unto me, and I have also seen the oppression wherewith the Egyptians oppressed them.
He said, I have also seen the oppression wherewith the Egyptians oppressed them, constantly oppressing you. But then get on these podcasts and say that we have equal rights and equal opportunities as you crackers do.
And the freedom to commit as many crimes as you want, like y'all can.
Right. Nah, bro, we don't. They talking about, well, why don't the black communities just build something for themselves? We would love for them to build something for them. Well, let's go back to Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yep.
Many more like that.
Lake Lanier.
Lanier.
You see how they did
What
that?
happened with that, Charlie?
Fucked up.
See now, hey, his ass in the spirit realm and all his
The reason why we don't build shit anymore because we've built here before and we seen what happened.
We gotta go down.
Hey, you got even here right now, the first black cemetery in Temple. And they built those apartments.
Right. Oh yeah.
Where Jake driving, where Jake is looking at, and they can kill you. And
Gentrification.
Wow.
I got a precept though.
Oh, fine, go ahead, man.
This is Psalm 64, verse 1. In the NLT, for the choir director, a Psalm of David. O power, listen to my complaint.
Listen to my complaint. This is a complaint from our king.
Right. That's why the scripture says, keep not silence. Okay, you're supposed to be constantly crying unto the Lord, man. Because the Lord hears our cries. It says, protect my life from the enemy's threats. Hide me from the plots of this evil mob.
Yeah, the enemies. We have an evil mob against us. Scripture says, what's that? In Second Ezra says, y'all brothers know how it says, idol being unto idol.
Oh, giving it to idols.
Yeah, but before that verse, it says something like how burning multitude with the water, brother. Burning wrath of a great multitude.
It's kindled over you.
It's kindled over.
They getting ready to make a move upon Jake. So it says, hide me from the plots of this evil mob, from this gang of wrongdoers. Who is this talking about?
It's talking about Edom.
Edom, but more importantly, the small hats. Because there's a small few that's ruling over everybody. They're like a mob, a gang. You have those Edomite crime families. Okay? They're a mob, they're a gang. They're the ones calling on the shots. They're the ones doing all these hits. Okay? They can send a hit on you, and the cops would come and investigate, know that it was a hit, and walk away like they ain't see shit.
Hey, I was watching a movie called Den of Thieves, and in the movie, you had it where you had the cop. Yeah, no, the second one, or I think it was the first one, and he said it in the movie. He had Jake, Ice Cube's son. He had, was whooping his ass and whatnot, and they said he was asking, "Why are you doing this to me?" He said, "Let me tell you this. You're not the enemy." Well, we're the enemy, pretty much. He said, we're the gang members.
He was saying how the police is the real gang.
Yeah,
that's true, and they showed you that too in that movie, Training Day with Denzel.
Oh yeah.
He said to catch a wolf, you got to become a wolf.
Yeah.
So really, the real thugs and gang members are the ones who are calling the shots, the ones who have the authority.
Yeah.
That's how they keep the authority.
Yeah.
It says they sharpen their tongues like swords and aim their bitter words like arrows. They shoot from ambush at the innocent.
That's right. That's these WEF meetings. Katie's podcast, Charlie Kirk was on. And shoot that
well, even Trump, when he was speaking about that whole stabbing on the train, he was talking that shit. He was talking that war talk. Like he about to come and kick down every nigga door.
He had the power to do that.
He got the power to do that. So we understand what they're doing. They're shooting at us in secret. Okay, they're getting ready to make a move. This is why you talking about putting troops in Chicago and all these Democratic ran states, man. Which that's what Jake at. It says attacking suddenly and fearlessly. That's how he gonna move. The enemy shall come in like a flood. Attacking suddenly and fearlessly. They encourage each other to do evil and plan how to set their traps in secret.
Yeah, the wicked plotter for the just.
It says, who will ever notice, they ask, as they plot their crimes, they say, we have devised the perfect plan.
Who will ever notice? Who gonna know? Who will know who is us?
It's Psalm 64 in NLT.
Who will ever notice? Who gonna know it was us?
Right. That's what they did with that damn shooting with Charlie Kirk. Nobody's gonna know it was us. And they got on a plane and dipped up out of there. Under the radar, private jet. Who you think a nigga can afford a private jet? You know?
They can't afford to get on Spirit, bro.
And then these devils got so much power where they can commit the crime, evade the crime, and have you pointing the finger at everybody else for the crime.
They got the power to erase it like it never even happened.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you seen with 9/11.
Send the MK Ultra hit.
Yeah.
Well, they snapped his motherfucking memory.
Right.
He a sleeper cell.
Yeah.
That's what happened with the dude on the train. He was saying how, because they said he'd been in prison over and over again, and they, hey, yeah, he said how he been in prison over and over again. He said when he went to prison one of them times, they put a chip in him. And when you go to prison, they got the power to do that shit. They own your ass. If they can feed you dog food, they can feed you a chip. He said they put a chip in him, and the chip made him do it. He said, I wouldn't do that shit. Just attack a random white girl. Jake don't do no shit like that. But what happened? That was all. And you notice how on that bus, it was done with a bunch of Jakes on that bus. Because they had a random white lady coming in. It was all a psyop to push a narrative and agenda to come against you Israelites. You can't say we ain't warned you.
And if I may add, there was a post I seen that was talking about how they started to do that. I can't remember exactly where, but they were doing that to prison inmates.
Yeah, they'll let him get out. You know, and I saw a video about that guy. It was going into his history, and they were saying how he was in the gang, how he had certain friends he was cool with, but none of them talked to him because he lost crazy, he lost his mind. So 9 to the 10, when they put that implant in him, was when he lost his mind.
Exactly.
They say he was diagnosed schizophrenic. You know what I mean? I mean, you're hearing shit in your head. So the voices in your head telling you to go stab somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's that shit, that MKO shit.
And another thing too, they show you in Revelation 13, where it says, whether rich, poor, free, or bond.
Yeah.
You see, that it's gonna get to a point where it don't matter where you at, who you are. When they come out with that, you know what I'm saying? Each of them come with it. Then you see that they're already in a process of these things, man. Okay, so they make it known. All right, and they come with that force. It's still in build up.
It says, yes, the human heart and mind is cunning. Going into his heart is deep. This man, he thinks deep, man. You know? He does all this wickedness and act like he ain't do it. You about to say? Cunning hunter. Oh, yeah. That's how they hunt. Like we were going to say earlier, they hunt for sport, man. You know? Huh? Yeah. So now you got to worry the internet and everything else. People are pointing the finger and finding out that, hey, you know, hold up, man. This looks suspicious. You got your average American saying that shit. Now, how much more man of the Lord, man? You know, calling this man out. So now when he's trying to point the finger one way, everybody's pointing the finger at him. If you're trying to blame everybody's pointing the finger at you, you caught. He said, I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling Israelites.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Micah 2 and 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
The Lord's gonna have to have that plot twist, man. Because it is all part of their plot, man. All right, but the Lord's gonna bring a plot twist. All right, he's gonna change that up, man. Okay? And then that's when ultimately they're gonna be, you know, falling to their own snare, their own trap.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Esau, he's digging a pit that he's going to fall in. So they think they're gonna get us, but really the more they come for us, the more the Lord come for them. So he's digging a pit that he's going to fall in. All right, and that's through the power of YAHAWASHI. The Lord got this man doing everything that he's doing for prophecy's sake, because you can do nothing against the truth but for the truth.
It says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage.
Hey, you know, this devil do nothing but kill, steal, and destroy, man. That's all he has been doing to Jake people. All right, but now he's trying to paint a picture and a narrative to where Jake is the one that's doing this, to where Jake is killing them. All right.
Yeah, you know the original drive-bys came from those mobsters, the mafia and shit. Those were Edomites. Those were Jewish Edomites, bro. Those weren't Jake. So when they say, oh, Jake's new drive-bys, where that shit came from? Mobsters with the Tommy guns. They was the ones who was doing the drive-bys.
Out in Chicago.
Jake learned from the wicked.
Brother Cook and Brother Coder is getting back to it.
Man, they really just put the salt on things when they came and stuff like that. And they fully gave into it. And Esau knew what he was doing when he set up that.
Yeah, because Esau was the original scoundrel. He was the original scoundrel. But now they have painted the picture where it's Jake. Jake ain't nothing but a bunch of scoundrels and niggas and degenerates. But really, that was Esau. He was the one that had the dirty house and, you know, living in the ghettos and stuff. That was Esau.
Yeah. Hey, because ultimately Esau the one that programmed these niggas like that, man. So scripture says you already followed the devil. He was a liar and a murderer.
You gotta remember, we were royalty, man.
Yeah.
When we was living in royalty, they were living in squalor in fucking caves.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So when we came, you know, they had to pretty much push that whole vibration on us. You know?
And that's their hatred towards us.
And their power of deceit.
Yeah.
He deceived the whole world to believe that we was the wicked when he's the wicked.
But the brother got up to also brother got Revelation 12:17, and I agree with him about it. Yeah, get Ezekiel 35. Because ultimately, this is what these devils doing. It's all a part of their narrative, man. All right? Yeah. It's all a part of their plan, their plot. All right? It's to bring it all upon Jake. All right? So they can be able to have they can be justified to kill Jake, man. All right? They can be justified to now, put Jake to death to get rid of you niggas, man. All right? So now they put all the fault on us. And they were just waiting. Like brother was saying, they was waiting for the identity of the shooter to come out, because they was hoping for it to be a Jake, man. All right,
Yeah, if it had been a Jake, them crackers would have been in the streets.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. And they would have used this as their George Floyd incident, man. All right, to go up and cause chaos within the streets.
And it ain't no coincidence that you got all these things happening like that, because this is all another reason for Esau to keep pushing that narrative of public executions. And this is the thing that Trump said he wanted to do a while back. Okay, before his first run, when he went up there, president, man, he wanted to do public executions, bring back the fire squad, bring back all those things. And now you're hearing it spoken about more and more and more. He's been writing off executive orders to get these things done. If not writing it off, he's speaking about it, putting it in motion. So,
Who got a cord?
The brothers can also grab Isaiah 32 verse 6 in the NLT. That's one. Who got the Ezekiel?
This is Ezekiel 35 and verse 5.
Get that in the NLT as well.
It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword.
But we the niggas, man. Alright?
We them niggas.
We the savages, man. Alright, we the one that's causing harm to them. Alright, but these devils been doing this for ages, man.
right.
To everyone, not just us, but to everyone. But they did it to us the most.
It was just how Esau hidden things searched out. This man's been found out.
Ultimately, everything you've done in the dark is now coming to light. Alright? And that's like I said, because of that, these devils are seeing that they have a short time, bro. Alright, everything's being figured out. You go on your regular social media posts, they got them exposing the Israel, these Jewish devils. Alright? So these devils are getting exposed daily now, man. Before this type of knowledge, these type of things wasn't unheard of, man. Alright? But since the Lord had dialed the truth until, started from the elders on down to their spirits, that truth has been coming out. That exposure has been is being exposed. Alright? Now they're being exposed for the work they've done in the dark, for their wickedness. Alright?
It says,
now that he died, everybody's bringing up like the receipts. They're bringing up the things that he was saying before his death, and you try to figure out why he could have been killed. But he was saying a lot against the so-called Jews. Alright? So people are putting pieces together. Hold on. They might really be running shit. Alright? He said, if I die, the Jews need it. Okay, so these people are looking at these things, I'm putting pieces together now. Now it's like everybody's coming up against, everybody's got that so-called anti-Semitism spirit on them, man. Okay, so what do you think is about to happen because of that? They're about to put the script on everybody. They're about to come down with great wrath, man. Okay, they're mad, they're upset because now the delusion, deception, and they've been the Lord's true children, it's all coming down.
Yeah, we're in an era of people getting very curious, man. Very, it's another word for it too. But yeah, they get very curious, concerned, okay? Because now so much is coming out, it's being exposed that the lives that they have been living and things that they believe in and trusted in, it start to be uncertain to them.
And they adding up.
Yeah.
And ultimately, it's in your face now, man. Alright? You go on social media, alright, you look on different posts, or you go on YouTube, anything, all these different platforms that these devils made up to control the people. Now they're being exposed with this, man. Alright, and that's just them falling into their own trap all over again, man. So this is all the Lord's doing, man. Okay? And we seeing that. Brothers know that. Brothers understand that. Brothers see that these devils are trying to come over with their crafty plan. Alright? Their craftiness, and brothers are exposing it and seeing right through the bullshit. Alright? So they can bullshit the rest of these people, they can't bullshit them anymore. Alright?
it says, by the force of the sword in their time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity
had an end. By the force of the sword, man. Alright? These devils shed the blood of, the apple of the Lord's eye. Alright? Go ahead, bring that back right now.
And then this is Ezekiel 35:5 in NLT. Your eternal hatred for the people of Israel led you to butcher them when they were helpless, when I had already punished them for all their sins.
So their eternal hatred, alright, forever hatred, allowed them, to butcher and destroy us as a people. Alright? And that's ultimately because, we were helpless, man. Alright? They did that, they took the chance, the time, and they used it as their advantage. Alright, when we didn't have the Lord on our side. Alright? To take us out, to destroy us. Alright, to put those chains around your neck. Alright? And because of that, the Lord said, okay, you got your time to shine. Alright, but now you ain't gonna have to pay for that, man. Alright? Go ahead. Go on verse 6.
Verse 6 in the NLT.
Yeah.
It says, as surely as I live, says the sovereign Lord, since you show no distaste for blood, I will give you a bloodbath of your own.
Yeah. Hey, so since they show no distaste for blood, Lord will get on the bloodbath of their own, man. Alright? So ultimately, you love to shed Jake's blood, man. You love to kill Jake. You love to kill, Lord's people. The Lord won't have to bring that back all upon you, man. Alright? Now you niggas gonna have to taste that bloodbath, man, that you shed Jake's blood on, man. This soil, like the brother said, still has Jake's blood in it, man. Alright? And now they, when it's beneficial for them, they want to say, let's forgive and forget. Alright? Let's forget about the past. Let's forget about what we did. Alright? It's about what y'all doing now. And they try to bring in, stats, of how many people are killing black people.
Esau's a liar. You don't forgive believe his stats, but he's a liar. He says we're the minority when we're the majority. You see? So why would you even trust his stats? Oh, we're 13%. You think Jake is 13%? Out of all the Edomites that's dying left and right off of opioids and fent, you think we're 13% when Esau can't even have babies like that?
With that, a lot of people, listen to those stats because they're stats, and that's these devils using it as a media, all over again. All right, putting that through the media to use that to control your mind all over again. But go ahead. I'll bring that up.
It says, it says, as surely as I live, says the sovereign Lord, since you show no distaste for blood, I will give you a bloodbath of your own. Your turn has come.
Their turn has come, man. Their turn is coming, man. All right, because ultimately they show no distaste for Jake. All right, for Jake's blood. They love to shed Jake's blood. All right. If you look at, if we can see the real stats of how many killings that Esau did upon us, man, you can't even put a number on it. All right, not just to us, man, but even the other tribes, man. All right,
Right, because if I can back you up, when you look at the time of slavery, man, look at all the things that they did and boast about today. You see, look at all they did, man. They did some real horrific things to us. Okay? You don't think that they sat there and had enough after they realized they were beating on you, Jake? You think they had enough? No, they continued to do more wicked things and be more evil and spiteful towards you. You see? They showed you that, hey, this ain't enough. They got to the point of ripping you apart, burning you, stabbing you, okay, killing all kinds of, killing you all different kinds of ways. Now they got to a point they started using you, putting you as using you as products, eating you. These devils still wasn't happy. And they still showing you perpetuate to this.
we're gonna come back with those milks and destroy them and their king. All right, that's gonna be your bloodbath, man.
How can you forget that they did these things? How? Niggas want to be brainwashed. Niggas is brainwashed.
Stop doing something.
You know what it is? Niggas are afraid to remember because they scared Esau gonna get on their ass.
Do it again, yeah.
We don't even know all the things these brothers did, man.
Right.
All that's still in the dark, man. The Lord gonna give us that remembrance. With that remembrance, gonna give us the power to fuck these devils up, man. All right. Who got that Isaiah? Go ahead.
book of Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 6 in the NLT. For fools speak foolishness and make evil plans. They practice ungodliness and spread false teachings about the Lord.
So these devils practice ungodliness, all right, to be able to, to control this world more, to have more power, all right. They spread false teaching of the Lord, YAHAWASHI. All right, so all these things, man, this is what these devils doing, man. All right, and this is what the Lord is seeing. The Lord is seeing all this. We may not see it all, but the Lord sees it all, and that's all we need. That's all we need is for the Lord to see. All right, and you don't have to pay for that. The Lord is seeing that. Hey, this on your record, nigga. You got to pay for every single one of these crimes that you did amongst to my people, man.
And you can hide it from us. Yeah. You can go back. You can try to go critical race theory. You can go into the internet and race shit, but you can't erase something with the Lord.
Nah. All right. And even with that, the Lord is bringing that back into life, man. The things that the Lord only seen and that they only know about, the Lord is still even bringing that to life. Yeah.
Saying he's coming up.
Exactly.
What Quam said, they trying to hide that blood on the rug.
Yep.
And that blood is going to keep pouring out. It's going to start leaking, bro.
And then the world is getting bloody because
Blood,
so much blood.
too much blood.
Too much blood to hide,
You
man.
step on a wet towel, the shit just gush up.
Right, it starts oozing out.
There's too much blood that these devils have shed upon us.
Yeah, that's how a murderer is caught. Because they try to clean the blood up, but you can still see the blood. You know, you can't cover up all the blood.
Fingernails and
DNA. You know, that's why they got the forensics, DNA forensics. Because usually clean it up, they can still go through the DNA and pull it up with the swab. Yeah.
Blue light,
blue light, that's
You
what
saw that?
And that's what his truth is. His truth is the light shining on your crimes.
Right.
So he trying to move the goalposts now.
it's clean, but
It looks clean.
The Lord shining his eyes with that light.
The blue light.
What's all this?
You can see the whole crime scene.
Everything.
And this new age of media that we have now, all right, everything's being found out, right? You know, there's evidence of things that the devils have done to us. All right?
Fools speak foolishness and make evil plans. They practice ungodliness and spread false teachings about the Lord. They deprive the hungry of food and give no water to the thirsty.
And the scripture says you gotta go to him for the one of all things. He has mentioned earlier. But you go to these devils and they barely give you anything. They give you crumbs. You barely survive it. This devil's gotta pay for what he's done, man. The apple of the Lord's eye. You ain't running away, you ain't getting away scot free.
Bring that last part back.
They practice ungodliness and spread false teachings about the Lord. They deprive the hungry of food.
They deprived us of food, man. All right? We were hungry. You know, Jake, they be starving, man. Especially, back in captivity. They were starving, bro. I can't get food like that. All right? These are the things these devils do. This is on your record as well. How much power could Jake have to take food out of your mouth? We have no power to do that. But you have power to do that unto us. All right? So these devils are now trying to turn it back around on us. All right? And forgetting all the crimes that they did before.
Beautiful point you made, because they got the power to take the food out your mouth, which is going to influence Jake to commit crime to get food. They got to feed their little ones. Alright, so really it's just Edomites just causing Jake to do these crimes. Okay, but then they turn their foot and finger at you.
Yeah. So it's like you antagonizing Jake.
Hey, just like what happened with Katrina. You know, people was not having able to get no food, to access any food. What they had to do, they had to loot, they had to go in the stores.
Yeah.
So they had to commit a crime in order to survive. But when Jake was doing it, it was looting. When the Edomites was doing it, these are just people trying to get food. So the system is against you regardless. The system is always going to be against us,
And Esau, another thing to show that he has power, you had some Jake that was pretty much bound to certain contracts, like in the military. Brother posting in the chat going to back then when this C-19 came out. He had no choice but to take it because he was in a position where they were going to take all what he had from him. You see? So you have it where this devil, he has that kind of power right now that he can do what he wants with you. You see? And if he can do that, in the military with you, how much more people who want to be free? I'm going for people who locked up. That you really don't have no say so, man. So he got to pay.
It says, they deprive the hungry of food and give no water to the thirsty. Number 7. The smooth tricks of scoundrels are evil. They plot crooked schemes. They lie to convict the poor.
So hey, they lie to convict the poor. Alright? Declare, you know, the poor as criminals. That's us. You know, they come up with all these different lies on you know, Jake, y'all the ones doing the most killing. It's more black and white crimes than it is white on black crimes. You know? All these different, you know, false stats and, you know, all these different things that they try to, you know, point at Jake. That's all they're doing is trying to convict, you know, the poor, man. Alright? To convict Jake. Alright, to turn a finger upon Jake, man. So they can justify their killing upon Jake. They can justify them, you know, bringing out all hell upon us. You know? Of the dragon was rocked with the woman. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, what was it? 12 and 17? Yeah. Let me bring this out first. You finish that? Nah.
Says they lie to convict the poor, even when the cause of the poor is just.
Yeah. So they lie to convict the poor, even when the cause of the poor is just. Right? Alright. Jake be innocent, man. Alright, but they don't lie to you, you know, to declare you as a criminal. Alright? So they can be able to justify their actions against you to continue to slay you. Alright? So they gonna continue to point the finger at us to justify their actions when it's time to get rid of us. To start those race wars. Alright? So they can start, you know, having open season upon Jake. You know? Yeah, more
If I may add too, even on that, the point your brother made, look at Emmett too. Jake, these devils took his life for claiming that he was that an Edomite, man. And she came out and said that he never whistled at her, man. You know, before she died, she held on to that for her entire life, being the devil that she is, and right before she died, she thought her sin that would give her some type of forgiveness, man, from the Lord. Which in that brother died innocently, man. Alright, but that's what these devils do. Even if they know you didn't commit the crime, they still want to persecute you, man. They want to see our people hurt. Or they want to see our people down. They want to see us bleed. And even then, they're not satisfied with that blood.
Lamentations 4, verse 21 in the NLT. And it reads, are you rejoicing in the land of Uz, all the people of Edom? But you too must drink from the cup of the Lord's anger.
Ooh, so he something they ain't gonna get nothing done, no repercussions, nothing. Alright? They think they gonna be good, man. Alright? They think everything's gonna be fine today, but you gonna have to drink of that cup too of the Lord's indignation, man. Your time coming too, man. They were mocking and scoffing us when we was catching our hell, when we was going through all types of, you know, chaotic times, you know, as a people, as a nation. You know, they were mocking us, scoffing us, laughing at us. You were right. Exactly. Yeah. You can't smell it. You know what I'm saying? All these different proverbs and proverbs they made to make jokes out of us. Alright? Now they gonna have to feel that same curses, but even greater, man. Even worse. You don't have to go through those curses as well, because those curses are starting to switch back over to you devils, man. Alright? Because we saw really the real niggas, man. Alright? Them devils were, you know, they were ready to kill, you know, Jake for no reason, man. They're the real criminals. Alright? They're the ones that are doing the mass murderings and school shootings and all these different things, man. Right, literally. You know? They're the ones that's doing it, bro.
All the assassination attempts too.
We saw, man. So it's like, no, they that's their proverb, man. You know, y'all the school shooters and all these different things, because Jake gonna come hit you on us back, man. That's a part of y'all crazy mode. Right. Niggas can't trust y'all, man. Alright, a school shooter, you just know it's an Edomite.
You know it's Edomite, getting bullied and shit.
Yeah.
Gotta go bring a weapon instead of fighting with his hands. Nigga, weak,
Because he can't fight, man. Yeah, that's being slow too, man.
That sword, though.
Yeah.
Serious with that sword.
Definitely serious with that sword. Hey, man.
He'll shoot some shit up, but he ain't gonna throw no hands.
And he'd be on target with every shot. You know? But even that, you know, these devils are the ones that are doing all these school shootings, because they was hoping and praying a Jake. They was hoping he was gonna be a Jake, bro. You know, know, because they know if it was a Edomite, you know, there ain't gonna be no reason to come against us about shit.
I kind of wanted to be a nigga.
Yeah,
Get things popping a little bit, man.
you know.
They take me like Burger King after the show.
If there was a nigga, he would have missed a shot.
Yeah. Right. Nigga would hit somebody in the crowd. Nigga would have shot himself. Nigga would have shot himself right here for the ricochet.
Too much good. I ain't never heard of a nigga with a sniper, man.
Nigga got to stop
Never
and
heard
take
of a nigga with a
shooting.
sniper, bro. You know, so it's like, you know it's an Edomite, man.
It's a process of elimination. Can't be Jason. Yeah. Y'all got all the power to shoot It goes on to say, it says, but you too must drink from the Lord, from the cup of the Lord's anger. You too will be stripped naked in your drunkenness. Oh, beautiful Jerusalem, your punishment will end.
Our punishment is coming to an end, man. Alright? Our hell is coming to an end, and y'all hell is just about to get started. Alright? And you don't have to suffer through that hell, man. Alright? You don't have to feel every second of it. It's going to be painful, it's going to be long. Alright? Lord going to make it long for y'all, man. He going to make it long. Alright?
Stretch out the sun.
Yeah, exactly. You know, every day is going to be hell. Just like every day was hell for us. You know, even to this day, Jake's still suffering. You know, Jake's still catching hell. Jake still got to go through, you know, all the problems that Esau put on us. Alright? What we going through now is put on us from Esau himself.
You know? It says, oh, beautiful Jerusalem, your punishment will end. You will soon return from exile.
Hey, the brother can grab better is the end of a thing than the beginning of it. Alright? Because you know what's going to the beginning of it, man. Y'all going to the worst. Hard. And we enter into the best part, man. So we happy. So it's our end. We waiting for y'all niggas to get riled up. We waiting for the, you know, the nukes to shoot off. We waiting for World War II holding with the fans. You understand, this is the end of it, bro. But them on the other hand, they scared, man. They panicking, man, because they know that this is the beginning of their captivity. That's a horrific beginning. This is something terrorizing.
It says,
Our dream is their nightmare.
Right. And that's why I said that in the scriptures. It's gonna be like we would, you know, from a dream, they enter into a night. It's gonna be entering into a nightmare.
They just about to go to sleep.
And they ate a bad tuna fish sandwich.
It's really just a transfer of nightmares. See, our nightmares being transferred to their nightmares.
What's going to teach me?
Go ahead.
it says,
You gonna fuck around and get a copyright strike.
your punishment is just beginning.
Just beginning, man. Alright? Like I said, this is the beginning of their punishment. This is the beginning, the worst part of their hell, man. Alright?
It says, soon your many sins will be exposed.
For many sins, everything's gonna be exposed, bro. Everything you hid in the dark, everything you try to do behind closed doors, it's gonna be exposed and everyone's gonna see it in the light. Alright? And that's what's gonna make Esau the most hated, man. Alright? We're the infamous right now, but Esau's gonna be infamous. Every nation's gonna hate Esau either. Alright? Yeah.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof.
Better is the end of the thing, the beginning of thereof. So like I said, man. We enter into the end of our captivity of our life. Alright? But you devils enter into the beginning of it. Alright? And y'all trying your hardest not to get into that point of y'all in captivity. Alright? Y'all trying your hardest, because that's why they gonna try to slay Jake, try to execute Jake, and get rid of Jake. Because they think they get rid of us, they gonna be able to continue with their kingdom. No, that's not how it's gonna work, man. Alright?
Well, they think if they get rid of us, then God gonna choose them all of a sudden. You have no choice but to choose them
Which is impossible.
over all the other nations.
This is the worst of them all.
Right.
You know?
It says, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit.
That's what the patient in the spirit is better than the power in the spirit. So we being patient, bro. We waiting, man. Alright? We suffering, we going through our little hell we gotta go through each and every day. Alright? These devils, man, they're powerful in the spirit, man. Alright? And because of their pride, they trying to, you know, rush things up, trying to hurry up and slaughter Jake and do all these different things to Jake. All right. But ultimately, all that's going to fail, man, because the Lord's going to make it fail. All right. Their plot is going to have a plot twist. And it's going to be the plot twist of the Lord, man. All right. Because they set up all these different plans and devices and schemes on how to keep Jacob in captivity, and it's still going to fail.
Right.
Jake's still going to come out on top. Jake's still going to be victorious, man. All right. We got that. Day of doom.
Yeah, that's why scripture say, this is the patience and faith of the saints. So we just patiently waiting, which is that patience was suffering. So we suffering just until that very moment where everything it gets to the point where, hey, bro, deliverance come, man. We waiting on that salvation, which is, prophesied of coming in the scriptures. That's how it's comforting us through the Spirit. You see, YAHAWASHI now shouts about to come and deliver his elect. And we hope to be that elect, man. Because you devils don't know exactly what's about to come until it hits, man. It's about to be it's about to be a world finale. Yeah. World finale.
These devils, they're trying to find it, like I said, they're trying to find any reason, all right, to get on Jake's ass, bro. They gonna find a reason, man. Even if they have to make up a reason.
Hey, well, this whole thing with the whole stabbing in New York City, they blow that thing up, man.
Yeah.
They ain't trying. I'm looking on YouTube right now. This was videos, new videos coming out about that shit. Like, bro, what the fuck? Because they don't want to hold on to anything they can to come against Jake.
Exactly. All right, and then they come up with different terms, black fatigue. They tired of you niggas, man. They already saying they tired of you niggas, man. So y'all don't understand yet. Y'all want to see what's coming yet, man? Right. When you get tired of something, you want to get rid of it. So you can, no longer have to deal with it. But they feel like they got to deal with you niggas, man. Yeah. They tired of dealing with you niggas, man.
When they don't want to face the facts. Scripture says the heart of our heart has deceived you. Okay? Jake built this nation up, and the reason this nation's still running. So if you get rid of Jake, you realize that your economy begins to collapse rapidly. So they want to get rid of Jake, but they can't. It's the only reason that their kingdom is still here.
Well, you see what happened with Northern Kingdom.
That was the whole deal that was made. Lord, use Esau to put us in captivity to punish us. So if they take us away from the punishment, immediately by default, they come out of the kingdom.
Yeah, because who was the main tourist attraction? Who was selling the tickets to the Lakers? They selling the shoes to Jordan. Concerts. You know?
When they said that nigga young boy was at the concert, man.
Oh my God. Coming out the law.
Hey, that dude you be watching, bro? You know his name.
That Jake.
You know his
The
name.
crown on his head.
The bald head dude.
Motherfucking Nino Brown.
He did a video on it. He did a video on it, man. He was basically saying, how those concerts are rituals, bro. And you look at them and they are. You got niggas out there being
Bro, that's fucking common sense now,
bro.
Them niggas be having the screen flash in the back. This is like Satan throwing up the horns. Bitches be in that bitch having
You
seizures.
see this nigga going into a fucking graveyard,
Graveyard setting, yeah.
Waking up on the damn bed and shit.
Somebody was like, I know y'all both already seen it.
That nigga, you mean, I would think he the Undertaker now, bro.
Yeah.
Hand down like this with the mic in his hand. And then he had a
You was there?
Y'all probably seen it, but it was like, somebody made a post that was like, the Young Boy concert looked like when Mufasa Scar took over the kingdom. And everything was green. Everything was green and dark, and you know what I'm saying? They all having a party and shit. That's how it looked.
Niggas be paying for that shit.
Yeah, niggas be paying for that.
Paying to get demonically possessed.
All you see through the smoke is that nigga nails painted.
Right.
You gotta pay attention to who you listening to, man, and who you watching and worshiping and serving, bro.
Right.
You giving your energy to these niggas.
It's song of fools. Them niggas are pushing vibrations and demonic spirits on you, man. Listen to them songs. You thinking that you just listen to music? They put whole rituals on you.
You know, those demons are made for you obsessed with them. Alright? So what dudes will be fixated on this man's life. Alright, that's their whole life, is to be fixated on this.
That's spirit. I was kind of looking into that yesterday because I seen the video about him doing all those demonic rituals and stuff. And I seen you got this guy Constant Nat. He was a streamer, and they went to a concert. And you had them. These are people who are supposed to be worldwide known. They go into his concerts and they sitting there like cheerleaders, crying and shit. You know, and it shows you the demonic spirits that's possessing these people to be in the spirit where they chanting his name and chanting him at these concerts, idolizing him for wickedness, man. You see, they idolizing him for these wicked things that he's doing. He all on stage, demonically possessed. You know, it's all leading to your destruction.
He said that. He said, "Shit, I put these people heads, man."
He felt bad.
He felt bad. Shit, felt bad. You know what he was doing. He said, "They got me." I hate to say it, but they got me, man. They made put this shit in people's heads, man. And that's all they do. What they do is they sit up here and they use you Jakes to further push the demonic vibration, man.
Right.
To further keep the people dead asleep, to further keep people lost, and to keep Jake killing each other in the street. This is why they influence those rappers, because they gotta fill those private prison systems, man.
Exactly.
There was a meeting with those hip hop stars in the beginning of hip hop when hip hop was created, was to make hip hop more violent, more demonic, so that what niggas will go out there and commit crimes and they can fill up their prison systems. So it's all a trap. Like what?
Drill music.
Especially drill music. Drill music filled the graves up.
You have the word, like you said, young boy, he said he hate that he put out these people's ears, but when they told this nigga, you can go on 50 shows, we'll give you 1.2 million a show. He said, fuck, 1.2 million, sing and dance, fuck.
Fuck that. Who won them shows though?
Hey, and if I may add, that's why you had this thing being exposed to this guy, Young Thug, because when he was coming out at his certain age or time, all right, in that generation, you had it where people were dressing up skinny jeans, and he pushed that heavy demonic ritual too. Yeah, you were wearing women clothing. Now, people take it all were doing it, but he was fashioning. He was making it of a fashion, normalizing to wear women clothing, and dresses, and things like that. And that brought in that sick demonic view of things too. So these guys are only puppets. And this is all a form of what's happening in a place of wickedness, leading to its destruction. That's why it's got to be destroyed.
Hey, you know it's virtual when these niggas trying to crowd surf. Okay? All of a sudden, everybody love me. Yeah, everybody love me, put their hands up. Yeah, all in motion. Right. Because they all got the same demon on them, bro. Demon, they all in sync with the same demons, bro. As soon as the nigga crowd surf, you get stripped right there by the same followers and fans.
And you see the people that
Chain gone, shirt gone, shoes gone. Sorry, but you taught them how to do that though. In your music.
Hey, after every young boy show that they can have right now, people cars are getting broken into while people are in his concert. Then you also have
Somebody get good to do
Watch the Evil.
Watch the Evil. There you go.
And you also have
Jeremiah 4. Go ahead.
Where is that?
This is Revelation 12 and verse 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman.
Yeah. Hey, so that dragon was wroth with the woman, you know? So Esau was so angry with Israel, man. Alright, because they understand that that power is about to shift, man. They understand that power is about to switch over, man. So they're trying to find any way to slay you niggas, man. Alright, to get rid of you. Alright, so now we become the problem. We ain't doing nothing, but Jake still becoming a problem in every topic. Alright? They were trying to say how they were trying to make the whole Charlie Kirk, that's a race war, you know, turn it into a race war after that, you know, so Esau can, you know, go against Jake.
Infiltrate.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, because they think, oh, it's Democrat side of the party, and most of the Democrats is Jake. You know? So they all this, all to, you know, fulfill Esau's plot and plan. Alright?
It says,
And there was supposedly when they found the guns and stuff, they found the magazines. They got this thing where they writing on the magazines now. Somebody is at a killer on the magazines. If you're reading this, you're gay. They fucking playing games, but they trolling, bro.
Yeah, they trolling, bro.
They're trying to make people think that it's a left versus the right, but it's really the small hats in the middle you know, punching this side and punching that side and hiding their hand, trying to start a fight, you know? Because they want to bring in a civil war so they can bring in more draconian laws and evoke martial law, which martial law is biblically called Jacob's trouble.
Hey, and this is spirit, man. You see, you know, bro, you got brothers, you know, we laughing about the situation. Of course, you know, you have it where we're at a time where this kingdom, this age of Esau ruling is coming to an end, and righteousness is about to get
And we about to get our kingdom.
We about to get our kingdom.
And another thing too is that we can laugh about it because we have comfort in YAHAWASHI.
Yes, that's right.
Everybody else, this is not fucking funny, man. This is serious. Well, we know what this means for us.
Right.
You know?
We about to, hey, it's coming to a state of rejoicing, man. Yeah, it's getting serious. Yeah, it's getting about to get bad. But we have that comfort, man. In YAHAWASHI outside. Okay? And we're going to rejoice, man. Okay?
Give us a spirit of fear. So in that time, you know, we're not gonna be afraid, man. We're gonna know that Yahawah has our back. I always have that saying. I tell brothers, put you in a situation where you can get you out of it, man. You know, keep full faith in Yahawah outside. You're seeing all these things, man. And Jacob's trouble is looking for these 2/3, man. All right, it's for those who don't want to repent, those who don't believe in Yahawah outside. That's for y'all, these heathens, man.
Says, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
When we make war, we're going to see, man. All right, trying to have that insurrection upon Jacob, upon the elect, upon the brothers, man. All right, so if they ain't gonna be sparing, you know, these niggas out here, how much more the elect, man? When they gonna try to get their hands on the elect. All right, who got that? Brothers who got madman sparing not.
Y'all gotta speak up. You got music.
It says,
Y'all heard me? Yeah, I got you.
it says, which kept the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahawashi HaMashiach.
Yeah, so they trying to come up against their objective is to take out the ones that is not going to agree with their agenda. That's really going to be the elect. It's going to be the man of the Lord, man. That's the ones that's going to stand up against their agenda. That's the ones not going to just go with everything Esau's bringing up. All right? It's MOTV. All right? Those are the ones, man. Okay? And that's what's going to cause that persecution of the prophets, man. All right? They're going to start persecuting brothers, taking brothers out. All right? And they ain't going to be able to prevail, man. Okay? Who got madman spirits on?
He's talking to the point where he's going to start getting, where he can't detect who's going to be a criminal, man. So he's going to have to start detaining things. And he's going to start detaining like they did doing with the Northern Kingdom, man. He started, if you are a certain race or ethnicity, or of this certain bracket of people, you won't be getting detained until however long they want to hold you to. Okay? And they're going to do the same thing as you being a criminal. Or we have a suspicion of him being a threat, or we have a suspicion of this, and it's all going to lead to persecution. You see? So this is not a coincidence. This is happening. This is all part of what is going to turn out to persecution, man, which is prophecy.
Yeah, don't forget one of Trump's goals to crack down on anti-Semitism, so-called. So it hasn't happened yet, but everybody, this whole anti-Semitism thing is about to really blow up, and they're going to come looking for the prophets, because we consider the so-called biggest anti-Semitism.
Right? And it's really gonna blow up after this whole Charlie Kirk thing, because now everybody find out that the Jews did it.
Right.
So like you didn't be able to say that. What? That's anti-Semitic.
They put on your neck.
Right.
That's what it's really about.
Right.
Really about paying those who attack the so-called small ass as a problem.
Was Trump already saying that?
Yeah, he already said it in a fucking. So I gotta find that video, but he said anybody who speaks against the small half deserves death. Because they went through so much as a people. They've been on the Holocaust before. It's all bullshit. Right.
Hold on, now. You want to keep the channel? Keywords. And I was already going to that. Keywords, man. Use some code words.
That's why they be going against us, because we're exposing stuff like that, man. Alright? That's being exposed to the true prophets and the Lord. Alright? We got a madman squaring up.
This is wicked. Second Ezra chapter 16 and start at verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI.
Yeah, so that persecution, man. We're gonna have a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, which is the man of the Lord, man. Some brothers that's doing this work here. Alright, that's preaching the truth. Alright, so there's gonna be a violent uprising. Alright, of Esau coming against the man of the Lord, man. Trying to slay us. Alright? We'll try to put you into the demon camps, all different types of things to persecute and torture you. Alright? But ultimately, if you have faith and trust in the Lord, you're going to be able to get out of that, man. You're going to be able to be saved, bro. That's what we trust in, we believe in, man. We understand that the Lord is going to save his men as long as we endure.
You say the Lord will save us in the time of affliction. Okay? And when it comes to persecution, when you shall be cast into prison, okay? The Lord gonna be there with us, man. As Joshua says in the book of Joshua, chapter 1, okay? I will be, we gonna be with you, all right? Whithersoever thou goest, brother, paraphrasing, what the scripture say? You see? So, that grow up.
It says, they shall be like madmen sparing none, and still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, YAHAWASHI,
They're going to be
YAHAWASHI.
like madmen sparing none. They ain't sparing nobody, man. Especially the niggas, man. Like I said, they trying to find anything to justify killing you. Get rid of it. But especially, even, you know, even more than that, man of the Lord, brothers. Alright? That's their true focus on. Alright? That's what they're truly focused on. That's what they're watching now. That's exposing. They seen these videos, they see brothers, you know, come out every weekend or brothers go out and do camp, exposing them. Alright? And that's brothers doing that in their kingdom, man. Imagine you got your kingdom, you got people talking up against you. You know? You got men rising up against you in your own kingdom with your laws. You know? Imagine that. So you guys are going to be trying to come for those men. Alright, which is the brothers and you know the men of the elect. Alright? You got more of them?
I got this. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, and verse 15 in the GNT. The day is near when I, the Lord, will judge all nations. Edom, what you have done will be done to you. You will get back what you have given.
So you'll be repaid back to what you have given out, man. Alright? So ultimately, you know, that's all we understand that, and Esau know that as well. Alright? They understand that the Lord is not God. Alright? He gonna give you what you gave out. Alright? And these devils know that they gave out only nothing but wickedness, you know, enslaving, alright, stealing, killing, destroying. Alright? You had the video that brothers always bring it out with RDC World. Alright? He said, you know, when they got superpowers, he said, what are you gonna do with your powers? You know? He said, what are you gonna do with our powers? We're gonna do what y'all did to us. You like, are you referring to slavery?
You said it.
Yeah, so they already know, man. They already know what they done to us, and it's ultimately in the back of their minds. So when they see things like Jake getting powers, all right, and Jake getting, you know, risen up into the skies, into those chariots, they're gonna be terrified, shitting themselves, man. All right. If the Lord allowed it, they would give up the ghost. But ultimately, the Lord's gonna keep that spirit in them so they can face that his indignation, man. All right, his nukes. All right.
It says, my people have drunk a bitter cup of punishment on my sacred hill, but all the surrounding nations will drink a still more bitter cup of punishment. They will
get it worse, man. We got it bad, bro. We got it bad. But they gonna get even worse, man. And we can't even think or comprehend how worse that could be. You know? We don't even understand how worse that could be, because we know it's definitely gonna be worse. It's definitely gonna be a lot worse, right?
It says they will drink it all and vanish away.
They're gonna drink it all and they're gonna vanish away. Those are gonna stop it. Those are gonna exterminate Esau off the face of the earth. Alright? No more Esau. No more pale faces. It's gonna be out of there. It's done. Over with. But you don't have to face, alright, what you have done to us first. You don't have to go through that first.
I got it. Verse 21, it says, the victorious men of Jerusalem will attack Edom and rule over it.
The victorious men of Jerusalem, the elect men of Jerusalem, gonna attack Edom and he's gonna rule over them, man. Alright? The scripture says they shall take the kingdom. Alright? Saints of my people shall take the kingdom. We're gonna take it, man.
Oh, I got that.
Lord.
And it says, and the Lord himself will be king.
The Lord himself will be king. The brother can also got Isaiah 32 and verse 1 in the NLT. That goes exactly with that. You know, but the Lord himself gonna be king. He's gonna rule over those elections. Alright, we're gonna reign with the Lord. Lord, when we are of that name. Alright? And that's what our true hopes are. You know, you got that day of doom. Don't have to get that real quick. Say you got thank you.
This is from the second Ezra, chapter 7, and verse 43. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for it to come.
So the day of doom will be the end of y'all rulership, man. Alright, end of this time, y'all time. Y'all time is ruling. Alright? But the beginning of it is going to be immortality to come for Israel, man. For us. That's what we're entering into, man. Alright? Everlasting life. You know, everlasting rest. You know, everlasting paradise. These devils live in their paradise right now. Alright? We're going to live in ours too. And we ain't going to ever get out of that paradise. See, these devils got a time limit in theirs. Alright? But our time limit is non-existent. Alright? Our time limit is everlasting. Alright? It ain't gonna be no alarm clock. Alright, so we have to get out of the seat. Lord gonna have us doing it right. Alright?
The fact that we even got our alarm clock every day to get up from work, it goes to show that sometimes.
And then you wake up and cold sweat from that alarm clock, man.
Or sick, feeling ill.
Yeah. You know, you jump up.
Or you hear it in the middle of the day and that shit be fucking PTSD.
Yeah, your heart start to sink.
That's how you know you're still in slavery. That's how you know you're still a slave in America. You gotta wake up.
Right.
You can't even sleep in.
Your rest. In your rest, you still dreaming about it.
You ain't even free to get
Even
rest.
on your off days, you waking up early.
Bro, that shit happened to me, bro.
But it shows, it really shows dreaming about work something at the time.
Yeah.
You know, and you're subject to payments. So the slave, all the work that you're doing, all right, all that work you're doing, you gotta spend all that money you gain to be able to continue to survive, or not live, survive. All right, so we understand that this is how enduring, so we can live. We understand we just surviving here, so we can live in the next kingdom, you know, home.
We barely surviving.
We barely surviving.
But that's why the scriptures say that the meek shall inherit the earth, man.
Yeah,
The meek shall inherit the earth.
the kingdom is made for
Check that 8.
exactly. I wrote that one there. They got their kingdom, man. Alright, they ruling. Alright? And you know, Jake is still being wicked and doing whatever they want to do. But what we're doing here, alright, is giving us, is making us, you know, it's putting our position in the kingdom. We're building up a position in the kingdom while they're building a position there.
Well, that's what the scriptures say in Matthew 6. They say that building up your treasures in heaven. Okay, where moth and rust does not corrupt. So that's what we doing. Because that's what's gonna last forever. The works and things that we suffering down here put towards the YAHAWASHI outside, okay, it's gonna be one that's gonna be recognized. That's why when he comes to losing things on this side and everything happening bad and whatever, we know that it's great on the next.
Alright. Alright.
That's why we're content with what we have. You know, we're not trying to be millionaires here to run up a whole bunch of stuff. When it comes time for you to lose it, you know, you're not going to want to give it up.
Right. That's why the substance of things over here on this side is just temporary. You say this is temporary, man. Or temporary. See, which these things are going to be ultimately destroyed. The fashion of this world shall pass away. Nothing else here is going to survive what's going to come of that destruction. All right. You know, it's Luke 6 round 0.
For the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for it to come, wherein corruption is past.
Corruption is past, man. That corruption is too much, man. That's when you pass over all y'all bullshit. I bring nothing but corruption, man. That bring nothing but evil. Alright? The world hates you. Alright? The earth hates you. Nature hates you. Alright, because you brought cancer upon this place. You know, so that's gonna be over with. And then, you know, the trees gonna start singing again, man. You know, the birds gonna start chirping, man. I ain't heard a bird chirping in a long time. You know? Those birds gonna start chirping again once the kingdom comes in. Alright, the world's gonna be rejoicing all over again, man. And in that time, the righteous rulers are gonna be ruling. Alright?
They gonna rejoice. People gonna rejoice. You got all these other nations right now who are you know, gathering together, coming together. So eventually, you know, hate the war and attack her, man. You see? So, you know, it's only a matter of time, all right, before everything is established in a new and better form than what we see today.
Think about it, bro. We're gonna see the earth in a whole different perspective. We're gonna actually see the trees grow. We're gonna actually see the grass growing. The Lord gonna give us different type of eyes, man. I got a precept.
Oh yeah, I got one.
It says, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up.
Truth is being strong up, man. Alright, truth is flourishing right now, man. That's why these devils are being exposed. That's why you got so many videos of these devils, you know, everything that we get in the darkness is coming to light. Alright? About the Jewish, about Israel, you know, all these different things, all coming to light. The average person, American, know what's really going on. These devils now, man. Alright?
Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that hath gotten the victory.
You ain't gonna be able to ever, you know, destroy or whatever.
It says, then shall no man be able to save him that is
No one's
destroyed.
gonna be able to save him that has been destroyed. He saw Edom, man. Scripture says he saw him fade away as a dream. Alright? So you ain't even gonna remember his bullshit until you ain't able to save him.
When you got Jacob trying to fight for Esau, you can't save him, man.
You can't do it. You can't save him, man.
What about Esau gonna be saved? You got Jacob, their whole rifle is about Esau not being saved. You might not be saved, but Esau. Esau, damn sure ain't gonna be saved.
Motherfucker, you trying to have your person saved, bro?
You may not be.
How the fuck? Man, falling that short to falling that far or that hard. So when you looking at your oppressor, hoping they make it more than you.
Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that hath gotten the victory.
You ain't gonna be able to ever oppress those that have gotten the victory, man.
Ever again.
Ever again, man. That's over. Y'all time to shine now. Because when it's over, it's over. You ain't never getting it back. Alright, you might as well let it go. Alright? Like my brothers tell you, that was, you know, just run your cars right now. You just do whatever you want to do now. This is your king, this is your rulership, you can do whatever. Alright? But when the time comes, alright, we gonna do the same thing. We gonna trust him.
Hey, the brother used to say it back then, brother Ibar used to say, go ahead, max out your credit cards, get on your little flight planes and ride your little fancy boat, because it's coming to it, it's gonna be over for you. You're through, you know, you're done. That's something real, man. And Esau, you got all these Edomites, man, they walking around in all these fancy clothing, and they richest houses, all right, all living in their dreams. Living in their kingdom, man. That's all going to come to an end. And that's it, terrifying. That's terrifying to us. Okay? It's a wrap. It's time to wrap it up, man. Go ahead, move on out. This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 18. It says, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
So the saints of the Most High, we're going to take the kingdom, man. We're not going to ask for it, so we took it. Alright, because Lord will give us the power to do it. Just like He gave you niggas the power to take over, He will give us the power, and He will give us even greater power.
Right.
Some power you ain't going to be able to overcome.
Can't comprehend.
Can't comprehend that type of power. Our niggas came with us with guns and all these weapons of the world, he's coming with you with something you never seen before. Something you make movies about. Alright? And you still can't even touch the surface of what that power is going to be, right? Alright? But the movies is good to watch. It is good to look at. The animes are good to look at to see that power, but you ain't going to be able to touch it, man. Alright? Go ahead, you got one up?
It says, I'll bring it back, man. This is the book of Daniel, chapter verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
Possess that kingdom forever, man. Alright? Like I said, it ain't gonna be no end to our rulership, man. Alright? It ain't gonna be no end to it, man. This Lord's gonna give us infinite time, man. Everlasting time. Alright? We can rule and we gonna be for everlasting, everlasting rest. Alright? It's gonna be, that rest, you ain't gonna have to sleep in that rest, man. That's gonna be the rest. To be able to dwell in the kingdom, that's gonna be the rest, man. Here, you gotta go to sleep for the rest. Then you wake up, you're working, then when you looking for nighttime, you go to sleep, alright, to get a break from it, alright? And that's only that sleep always go by like that, man. Alright, you go to sleep, next thing you know, you're already up for work, man. You're already up, waiting for these people again, man. So that's something we need to be saved for, man. We need salvation. We're trying to get salvation for this one, but we don't want to get it most.
This is the way it's working. This is the way it's working. Slavery. You have to do it. If you don't work, you don't eat. Bills don't get paid. So you have to slave here, man. It's mandatory. So like Esau may have physically took the chains off of us, but mentally, and the fact that he has us bound to this system by this money, and we have to work, man. So Esau still has us in slavery to this day. We're in the land of our captivity. Esau stole us from our land and brought us over here, bringing us land to this day. The Lord is going to judge us for that too.
This is Isaiah 32 and verse 1. Behold, a king shall reign in the righteous.
King being the Lord. Alright? The Lord's going to be handling this instruction right now, man. Alright? The laws, statutes, and commandments is going to be the new laws that everyone's going to have to obey and follow. Alright? Because they got their own laws for their country. Alright? And all these other nations, they got their own laws and stuff. The whole world will be falling under these laws, statutes, and commandments. Right, and I ain't talking shit about you. Right. But y'all don't realize you don't have to live that way soon. We just landed. Right, we have to. Everybody gonna do the program. We just got on first. We're getting shit first. But everybody gonna realize it's the proper way to live.
Right. You go mad when you reach you to the front. Come on now. That's why they're going to be outside the gates, envying and feel all kinds of ways. But they're going to be living it out, man. You're going to be dressed in the finest of royalty. You're going to be looking good. We're going to be in those blue bodies, man. Hey, this one going to be, it's going to be beautiful, man. The Lord's going to establish that. You see? All this is going to be worth it in the end because it's going to be forever. It's going to be forever, brothers. What can they say then? Nothing.
It says, and prince shall rule in judgment.
Prince is going to be the elect man. Alright? Brothers. Alright? We're going to be able to rule. The Lord's going to make us judges. Alright? But, the Lord let us go through our trial now. Alright? Judging you niggas, man. Let you niggas know what's going to come to you if you don't get right. Alright?
And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a cover from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place.
The brother's going to be safety. Alright? That's why all these women are looking for protection to be called by your name.
I got a post right here. Canada just issued a chilling warning. By 2040, people may have to start hunting for survival as food shortages and collapsing supply chains push resources to the brink. What sounds like dystopia is being treated as a real scenario in government reports.
Wow. All the laughing and playing, all the joking around, your worst nightmare going to come true here, man. Alright? It's going to be survival for the fittest.
They said by 2040? they trying to predict the time of the Lord. They have it.
He gonna support more than the
End of this year.
Nah, exactly. I'm trying to tell you.
See, that's Esau being, what's the word? He basically just trying to sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
They know it may be in 4 days.
And they did that exactly just to put it out there.
Yeah, because they gotta tell you what's
You
coming.
gotta tell them that.
They gonna give you the whole truth.
This definition of word dystopia: an imagined state or society in which there is great suffering or injustice.
Great suffering. Okay? Great suffering. Coming to a time of great tribulation, man. You know, they said you own nothing if you have to. You think your bills high as hell now. You think you can't afford to live now. The cost of living is high now. Wait till you see what's next.
Everybody will be suffering.
Hey, well, wait till you don't even got a house. Nobody's getting evicted right now. They losing it. A lot of people crashing out, man. They took off scroll. I see some shit, motherfuckers killing it, robbing them, stealing it. They just freaking out. I'm telling you, they don't give a damn no more, man. They people on their ass. I'm on the way driving here. Going some guys, motherfuckers standing there like this. I'm like, what's good with these people, y'all? Them things that got the Jabberwockers, they started activating. Motherfuckers started dropping like flies.
It's a post. Breaking 911. It says, question: how would you like to see Tyler Robinson being punished for murdering Charlie Kirk? Will public execution by firing squad, or national TV be acceptable? You see what's going on.
Yeah.
They trying to bring them public execution.
They trying to
Breaking 911.
Charlie Kirk said that too. He said we should bring back public execution.
Yeah, he did.
Hey,
He got extra blow.
Yeah. Got what he asked for.
hey, he said about that thing that's still not insane, that he deserved the death penalty. You know, so he don't try to make that so public execution.
That's what they said they wanted to do. He wanted for him to be executed. See, it's just a matter of time of how they want to do it. If it gets that point. This is not a coincidence, man. They are ushering in that new world order of things, all right, by establishing chaos before they bring order.
And public execution, a lot of people are going to be a means of really fear the people. You hurt somebody, you harm somebody, you do it themselves, this is what's going to happen to you. You know, and you got to think, a lot of people haven't seen blood before. Talk about that. People got to see blood, right? Everybody thinks everything is so sweet and dandy until you see blood. So that's what happened with people on the train. The lady got stabbed and they were looking at their phone about 9 minutes before they seen. What did they see? They saw blood and they panicked. All right?
Which public execution isn't unlawful because we had it in the ancient world. For the great certain laws, they will be publicly executed. But we know we don't do the ones that are injustice too. Exactly.
But Esau gonna be doing injustice.
Yeah.
Right. Cutting heads off.
And you see that way back then when you watch these old movies, how they used to rule when the king was, they were doing it for the people. People would be voting like, yeah. He's bringing back that.
They had that whenever that guy Charlie Kirk got shot. You heard the people? Why the fuck you know that? I'm gay. I'm fucking. I need punch. They was like they really wanted to beat that old dude ass. You know?
Oh yeah.
It was like chasing the police and him trying to
Tearing them out like
They
that.
slept on his
Pants,
face.
yeah.
pants hanging down.
Right. Shit coming out of his legs.
Hey, you remember that our brother watched Birth of a Nation, bro? And that at the end of the movie, he was about to get hung because of the vote that he started up. He led. They all was beating him, putting their hands on, like he came to turn himself in. They start whooping his ass, bro. So imagine if they got one of the brethren in that day, man. All the false accusations and things will be put upon our names. All right.
Everybody gonna want to get their lick in.
Everybody gonna want to get their lickers. All right, before you get executed. You know, and then they gonna back everybody up, and then they gonna execute you in front of everybody.
How do you know the bees did it? Tell it up on television. That's persecution, man. That's That's why Scripture talk about it, Ezra's.
Shit, but that's what they was doing in the ancient Roman Empire.
Yeah.
With the gladiators, you know,
Yeah.
the whole gladiator thing was about public execution. They'll put you in the damn in the gladiator pit with 10 lions. You running around the motherfuckers till they eventually eat you.
And they home too.
Right? They ain't ate in 3 weeks.
They starving.
Right.
Hey, but it's a spirit though, because you said that. Well, that's what the scriptures tell us in Second Ezra, not Second Ezra, Sirach 22. All right. Well, in the book of the Apocrypha itself. All right, with Daniel and the lion's den. Okay. Bell and the dragon. Look at the comfort that was given. Okay. To us, that situation. Showing that if we get to that point, the Lord will come through for us, brothers. You know, but these other people is a different story. That's what we're hoping.
It says, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
So there's going to be a protection in that day, man. That's why people are going to be seeking out you, seeking out brothers. All right? Find, hey, you know everything. You know what's going on. You know? Ultimately, the Lord's going to also give us some power, right? All right? To be the true, hero. Right? Lord will make you, the like man a hero. All right?
We're talking about many saviors. It was like that. It was like well, the brother always do the edits with it. When it was Superman, one of the Supermans where he showed a clip of it was like a hurricane or something, or a tsunami came and there was house was getting flooded, and it was an email on top of her house, and she was looking up, and Superman was coming down. That's how it's gonna be for the elect men, for our people.
She was crying.
Yeah.
Brother's gonna be horrifying, bro.
Naturally, Jake Orifarm just naturally.
All of us know outside.
Yeah, like, you just walk into a room, bro, you gonna see that one JD, like, everybody just, that's gonna be on a different level for the elect man.
That's right. Look at the Apostle Peter, bro. Horrible. He said they was running to touch the shadow. The Lord was the Lord walked through a crowd of people, and the woman touched his garment. He stopped the whole crowd. Who touched my garment?
And he already knew. And he already knew.
And he already knew who touched it. He already knew. Oh my God, bro. Yo, the Lord farmer, bro. The Lord farmer, bro.
Flex a little bit.
The Lord invented Lord farmer.
Lord started that,
It says, in the eyes of them that shall not, in the eyes of them that shall not be dim, in the ears of them that shall hearken.
Hey, they gonna be able to see and understand them. All right. Then they gonna be able to see who the true man of the Lord is. Then they gonna be able to see who the Lord is. All right. But it may be too late for them, but they gonna understand then. All right. Bring it in the NLT, bro.
It says, then everyone who has eyes will be able to see the truth, and everyone who has ears will be able to hear it.
Everybody that got eyes will be able to see the truth. They're gonna be able to understand it. They're gonna be able to hear it. Now they're gonna be able to get it. They gonna see brother's blood. She don't have to get it.
And that's when they're gonna have an epiphany. Oh, that's what that's what they mean by power. Damn, I should be right.
Yeah,
The average nigga mind can't comprehend that. They can't comprehend us getting power, us flying. They think these niggas is crazy. That's fictional. This is real life. We can't do that.
these niggas on drugs.
It's not a comic book. It's not a movie.
What he's smoking?
You go to the book of Acts, so it's telling you how the apostles did great notable miracles they couldn't deny. You had one individual who was like, he offered the apostle Peter money. He said, here, I offer you this money that I can have such power. He was like, the money perished with you. Damn. That you think that you can buy the gift of the Most High with money. They're going to be trying to offer up my wife, bro. We just give me the power. White going down.
So people are gonna be coming to you to the orphan to know they get healed.
Yeah, all right.
Offer me papers. Unless they, what is all the minimum elements. Oh man.
It says, even the hotheads will be full of sense and understanding.
Even you 2/3 nigga that was walking and talking, that was ignorant and stiff necked, they ain't gonna even understand. They gonna see like, oh yeah.
So that people should be willing in the day of thy power.
Exactly. Oh yeah. It was definitely the ones. He fucked up, you know. And that's when you go have that, like the brother said, an epiphany. But you fucked up, man. You didn't listen. You didn't understand. But you had the chance. That's why the scripture says, "Come unto the Lord while He is near." Man. That's what we're doing now. We see that the Lord is near. We see that time is coming. So we're coming to the Lord, and we suffer with the Lord. How about some
Those who stammer will speak out plainly. In that day, ungodly fools will not be heroes.
Ungodly fools. Esau, Edom, they ain't gonna be the heroes anymore. They're gonna be infamous. Alright? They will be hated amongst all. Alright? Hated amongst, everybody, man. The most hated. At the point, we was the most hated. At the point, we was bought, scoffed. Alright? Looked down upon. Especially if you was a dark skinned man. You have all types of, Jake talking. Even your own people was talking against you, man. Alright? So in that day, brothers is gonna be put on a different level. Alright? And they gonna look at you like, these ones are ones, man. Alright, and they gonna look at Esau and like, these ones are good niggas.
Yeah, because they're gonna be like, this was the so-called hammer of the earth. Alright? This was the one that traumatized and did all these things. This is him. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is him. The one who was powerful as hell. He talk mad shit.
It says, scoundrels will not be respected.
You're not even gonna be respected, bro. Alright? You ain't gonna have no respect upon this person. Your own rulership, man. Your rulership gonna go down with your respect. Alright? It's gonna be destroyed with everything you have, man. Alright? Your image, everything's gonna be destroyed because the truth will come out. Everything's gonna be found out. Everything you did is gonna be seen, man. Alright? Brothers, you already been exposed now. So how much more is when the Lord comes back?
But if he loses his respect and he's losing his glory, who's getting respect and who's gaining the glory? How about him outside? Who is God?
It says, for fools speak foolishness and make evil plans. They practice ungodliness and spread false teachings.
No, let's close out. We gotta close out. Let's go.
With that, this is edifying. All praises and glory and honor to
Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. Shalom.